back to the stream. I'm LB Hackemup, and we are back and starting a new show, an alien RPG game. I'm very excited about this. This is Mysteries of Aura, which is going to be a lot of fun. We are all playing characters in the alien universe, which is going to be super cool. Let's see. This channel has a lot of fun things that we do. We're streaming on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays right now. You can check out the YouTubes if you're on YouTube. Hi. Drop a like, drop a comment. I'm really enjoying them. And then we have merch store, we have our Discord, we have Patreon if you're interested in all that. You can find that on the Twitch, on the YouTubes, wherever you follow us. But that's all I got before we get into things. So we're gonna have everybody go around and say who they are and who we're playing tonight and who we're gonna get to meet, because this is the first time we're gonna actually get to play these characters. So I'm LB, or LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitch. I am going to be playing Richard Ram, Officer Richard Ram. He is an officer, and we'll find out more about him later. Take it away, Alex.
Hello, I am Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the internets, mostly over on GGK Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then here on Sundays. In this game, I will be playing Dr. Donna Tello. She is the medical doctor for this crew.
And I go next. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internet at Van but Wilder, pretty much wherever you can find people on the internet. So I'm on Mastodon, I'm on Blue Sky. Mostly I'm streaming here Sunday nights and over on twitch.tv/game nights, Thursdays through Mondays. And tonight I am playing Dr. Ellison Hemlock, who is the scientist.
Hi, I'm Tanya Rowland, at Tanya Rowland. My name's spelled weird, so it's easy to find me on the internet, which I don't do a lot. But tonight I am Tommy Bosco, and he is the Roughneck, which is kind of like the mechanic, the dude that fixes shit.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at TheKrakensCrown, lurking around the internet, mostly over on GGK's running games there. But tonight, I will be playing Eustace Drimp, mostly just called Scrub, though. And he's the pilot.
Oh, hi. It's my turn now. I'm Rachel. Rachel is with your game mother for the evening. You may call me mommy. And I was just waiting for LB's reaction.
See, this is what happens when you're the GM. You just say shit.
I was just watching your camera the whole time. Like,
trying to order a milkshake here, okay? I can't be thinking about that.
I knew.
Now you know what we feel like all the time.
I still can never get
I've
over
been
the
waiting to do that. I'm sorry. I've been waiting to do that since we decided to do this game. I'm Rachel, or Rachel is with the Z in the middle, set at S, and I will be running your game this evening. So I think we can get into it. The year is 2183, and Earth is a hellscape. Space may be indifferent to humanity, and you all know that life at the edge of explored space is going to be hard. But the uncertainty and danger you know you'll face is nothing compared to the unethical corporate experiments, bloody conflicts, and violent natural disasters of the world you left behind. It's been a little more than 3 years since the destruction of the Hadley's Hope colony on LV-426 and the disappearance of the USS Sulaco and the closing of the prison that led the lead works on Fiorina 161. The loss of the Sulaco's Colonial Marine Unit, along with these Weyland-Yutani-sponsored outposts and the implications of corporate foul play stemming from these incidents, have created an air of distrust between the company and the United Americas. The only publicly made exposition of these events deals only with the aftermath of Fiorina 161. The book, titled Space Beast, is convict Robert Morse's alleged account of an alien dragon that overran the facility and brutally slew 24 double Y chromo inmates and their custodial staff. The book gives credence both to talk of monsters and to rumors of Weyland-Yutani's experiments with bioweapons, indicating they were far more concerned about securing the creature for further study than saving lives. According to Morse, the hunt to capture the beast had spilled over from the incident on LV-426, and anyone who got in the company's way was expendable, be they prisoners, soldiers, employees, or even colonists. Although banned instantly, copies of Space Beast have been transmitted illegally throughout the colonies since its release. To add fuel to the fire, conflicts between the rival sectors of space have increased exponentially in the past 5 years. While unconfirmed, many believe that Hadley's Hope was a test site for one of Weyland-Yutani's bioweapons, and that an enemy state sent a warship to nuke it from orbit. Others believe that the company is working with a rogue nation to assume control of the colonies on the frontier. As more and more colonial marine units are recalled and redeployed to new campaigns, frontier colonists are becoming scared. Without the military, there's no one to protect them from the pirates, hostile life forms, or invasion. To compensate, many colonies have enacted their own law system, electing marshals to oversee daily law enforcement. Some have even hired mercenary forces to protect their interests. The 2180s are a dangerous time to be alive. Weyland-Yutani is on a mission for good press and regaining public trust. For the past 3 years, they've been very publicly putting their efforts into outfitting 2 decommissioned Conestoga-class frigates, the U.S. CSS Apollo and its twin ship, your ship, the Artemis, as colony ships. These 2 vessels are bound for Aura, a mineral-rich planet on the edge of known space named for images sent by the probes of the rainbow auras that burn across the sky at sunrise and sunset. Perfectly suited for human life at just 0.91 Earth standard gravity and brimming with deposits of iron, chromium, and titanium that Weyland-Yutani will have exclusive mining rights over. The Apollo brought the first wave of 24 colonists 6 months ago, dropping off the first round of supplies and prefab building components, then began its trek back to the inner planets. The Artemis has been retrofitted as a science vessel, only bringing 24 more colonists, and more of its interior has been devoted to medical and biolabs. Having the ability to turn on and off artificial gravity in these compartments for scientific analysis at 0G is imperative to some of your research. Artemis and her labs will remain in orbit above Aura as a communications array and research vessel. You'll spend the next couple years establishing the colony and awaiting Apollo's return, because with him will come thousands of colonists and embryos, and a chance for humanity to truly start over on this uncorrupted, beautiful new planet. You've been asleep, safely tucked in your cryobed, as Artemis carries you towards your new home. Vast silence surrounds her. Her cold metal hull is the only thing between you and the vacuum of space. Mother has been watching over you all, and sensing proximity to your destination, she starts the deceleration burn. As you all drift deep in your dreams, you can't help but feel as though you've been given a second chance. Some of you were selected for your skills and expertise. Others were chosen based on strengths or simply necessity. Whatever brought you here after months of training, you've been catapulted to this moment, waking up from cryosleep on the Artemis. You're gently coaxed from your dreams as you hear the hiss of the cryobed releasing you. Before you open your eyes, you can hear movement, joints creaking and cracking around you as your fellow crewmates awaken. You pry open your eyes and everything comes into focus as your bare feet hit the cold metal floor, and you're awake.
All right. I think Richard gives a big old stretch. Good twist. All right, sound off. Is anyone hurt?
There's a dark-skinned woman with rainbow braids doing a handstand on one side of the room. Your captain, Tally, says, "Fuck, I'm starving!"
All right.
In another corner of the room, you hear a deep Aussie voice that I will not be trying to attempt. And Coop says, "On it, boss." And Tally will drop herself down from her handstand and says, No, absolutely not. You'll give us all food poisoning again, Coop."
Well, they figure out what's for food. If anyone is experiencing cryo sickness, come see me. Though I need a little bit of time myself to wake up.
Is anyone puking? Is anyone sick? Everyone feeling good?
If it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be Tommy.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
Tommy.
I was gonna say Tommy's probably puking. It's like, Dr. Donna, I'm not feeling great. Hit me up when you're ready.
Yes, I will be with you in a minute, Tommy. And my
Scrub already lit a cigarette. Holds the pack out to Tommy. So, please, want to help you?
Thanks.
Perhaps some ginger tea.
This will work for now.
And yes, I'm all right. If a bit stiff, thank you for asking.
So how far out are we now?
take your time getting up, and we'll go over all that while we get on the bridge. Everyone get some food, yeah.
I am currently showing you all.
So hot.
Very hot.
That's Tally. I've cast everybody, all the NPCs that I've created with actors. So sorry ahead of time. Did
Nice.
Coop
Who
come
is
up
this?
too? Which one, Tally or Coop?
Tally.
You don't see
Did
Coop.
Coop
No,
come
we
up?
don't see
Okay,
Coop.
there we go. How about that?
Damn, why is everyone on the ship so hot?
Yay!
Have you played a
Um,
game with us? Everyone is
Is
canonically
this,
Everyone's
hot.
gonna be hot.
CW drama? Hold
This is
on.
the
That
CW
is what it
drama,
looks
guys.
like.
You're welcome. Everybody is hot.
Let me read
Tally
you everyone's art
is.
now.
Hold on, I have this.
Because she looks really familiar to me.
She was on Doctor Who, but I saw her on
Oh.
that.
Is she on Doctor Who?
It's a show about a hospital. She plays a doctor. She's just
She-
hot as hell.
She was
And
a
then Coop.
companion on Doctor Who for a bit.
Yes, she was.
Martha.
Is that
Yeah,
Martha?
that's Martha.
Martha
Is
Jones.
that Martha?
Sorry, I was loading the page.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
and then
Freema
Coop is from
Gaiman.
the last ship. He plays Wolf, and I just had him in my head as who Coop was when I created him.
Martha got hot.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Martha's a babe. But that's Tally and Coop.
Man.
I cast everybody as actors.
Would
Oh,
we
yeah.
have
welcome.
met them?
What'd you say, Tanya?
Like we would have met them when
Oh yeah,
we got on, so we kind of
Yep.
know them. Okay.
absolutely. You do know them. You've met them. You have relationships with them. They are together as well. You would know that. They are a
Yes.
couple. A very hot couple.
Yeah, they're built for each other, that's for sure.
For sure.
Am I particularly needed on the bridge at this time?
You hear over the loudspeaker the voice of Mother. She says, "Good morning, Captain. Aura is in view from the flight deck." And then I have to have a conversation with myself. Tally goes, "Thanks, Mother. Let's go. Time to get a look at your new home." And if you'd like to, you can go move to the flight deck and get a view of Aura.
hmm
If not,
Everyone-
you can all go do your own things.
Yeah, everyone gets up. We put our pants on because we all sleep in our underwear for whatever reason. Even though you
Everyone's
don't
in
need
your
to.
underwear.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, we
Space
don't have pants on.
panties.
Yeah.
You can
Got
go to
the
your
space
lockers.
panties
There are
on.
lockers by your cryo beds.
Oh yeah, let's describe our characters because we're this is a we're all basically naked.
Yeah, everybody's naked. Everybody's in their underwear.
It's time
Off-
to describe people.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Officer
The full
Richard
picture.
Ram.
For me.
Richard is pretty ripped. Like 80s hairy on his chest. Like it's like a little like very thick at the top and then kind of just peters out. And he has like a very chiseled jawline. He's probably like in his mid 30s ish looking. He's got like even in this state his hair is pretty perfectly coiffed. Like he kind of gets out and brushes it. It's brown, shorter, tight on the sides, long on the top with a little coif to it. Clean shaven as soon as he can. And he wears very crisp fatigues. All of his stuff is very clean, very organized. And he's kind of buttoning up as he does the Picard pop and goes where he's told to go.
I will go next. We'll continue in the order. Donna is in her late 20s, short curly red hair. Some of her first moments coming out of cryosleep, she was fetching her glasses, which I assume probably would be in the foot locker rather than in the pod with her. But it's doing that is recombobulating herself, very quickly pulls on actual clothing, soon followed by her doctor's coat, and then fetches some anti-nausea medicine for Tommy.
I'll go next. Ellison or Dr. Hemlock, whichever you prefer, they don't care, is very tall, probably like 6', 6'1", but very like thin, lanky, long arms, long fingers, just very thin in general. Kind of like high cheekbones, kind of longer face, and this like long kind of just unwieldy like brown hair that they like immediately will tie back into a low ponytail. Put on some big glasses and a button-down shirt, and then a lab coat over top, and will reluctantly, looking a little irritated about it, but they know they should do it, will go with everyone to see the shit before they go to the lab. Oh, and yes, you can see the pendant that they wear around their neck, which has a little vial on the end of it with some dark liquid in it.
I don't know what it is. See, Tommy is Tommy Bosco. He's short, a little doughy. He's got like a mustache and a goatee. And in cryosleep, even though you would be perfectly clean, he still looks like someone who's dirty somehow. Because he's mainly a mechanic. He's not used to spaceships and travel like this, so he would go to Doc Donna and go get his medicine. And he's like really itching to go check on the machinery and just have a better look around, but he'll go up front too to look at Aura.
I think that just leaves me, right? So yeah, Scrub is probably like late 30s, push 40. Is average height, a bit wiry. He's got like that kind of very like lean muscle, somebody who's probably once a lot more built like when he was younger and has since like kind of atrophied a little bit from a lot of space travel. Unshaven appearance, usually has a cigarette in his mouth, like I said before. He's got long blonde hair that he keeps in a like a ponytail, almost a mullet. It's not quite sure if it's a ponytail or a mullet because he's wearing a hat most of the time. And yeah, that's Scrub.
There's another NPC with you guys that you would know. This is Nora.
Now that one I
One
do
crush
know.
in real life.
Yeah.
I know, we all love her. So Nora is a journalist that you know is doing a story on Wayland and your whole adventure for their good press.
Tommy's asexual, but I'm gonna have a real hard time with that now.
Everybody loves Ruby Rose.
Well,
Yeah,
Tanya doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. Separate. Tommy doesn't even look at
Separate.
Nora.
Right?
Tommy Bosco has never seen a woman.
Except for Mama. That's it.
Except for
The only one
Mama.
that
Mama's
matters.
the best woman. Mama's the only woman that Tommy
Yep.
needs.
Scrub's
So does everybody
married, and
make
I
their-
now just decided they're in an open relationship.
Because yeah,
You wanna
put
talk
Ruby-
to your
I put
wife
Ruby
about
Rose
that?
in this game. She's there with you guys too. And does everybody make it to the flight deck? Is everybody going to the flight deck? I guess that's the first question.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
So I am curious what you would do if one of us was staying
I
behind.
know.
well, you're gonna miss me. You're gonna miss the synthetic reveal.
I go look for aliens immediately.
There are none.
I go into a
Yeah.
cave and take my helmet
Aliens. Yeah.
I start pushing every button on the ship.
It's her first stream, guys. Come on.
off. Oh, she
Do it.
knows us.
This
Yeah,
is the
I'm not
hazing
surprised.
that we give everyone who runs the game.
I'll survive.
Mhm.
Just remember, some of you are also my GM.
That's true. That's true.
No, some of us are particularly going to suffer in very special ways during this game, I think.
No, never.
And
Uh,
I mean me and LB. is
So
I
what I'm
mean.
hearing is that Tanya and I are going to be okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you guys
fine.
are
I don't
safe.
run a game
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah, good
no
point.
consequences for me.
None
Oh my
whatsoever. So if everybody follows Tally to the flight deck, they'll
Yeah.
see Michael standing at the communications console. You will know Michael as the ship's it's the There you go. There's Michael.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait, no.
I said he's here.
Guys, it's
He's
Michael
here.
Fassbender.
Yes, Michael
Fassbender.
Fassbender for everybody. And behind Michael, who's standing at the communications console, you see a beautiful uncorrupted planet in the distance. It's still a way off, but you can make out oceans, land and cloud cover, and it's breathtaking. Michael says, I don't know if I'm gonna try to do the Michael Fassbender or Walter voice. I was gonna think about it, but I don't know if
Just
I'm bold
clench
enough.
your jaw and don't
Yeah,
actually
don't move your
move
teeth
your
at all.
teeth.
He says, "Good morning, everyone. I hope everybody slept well." And you hear Mother come over again, and she says, "Communications are online." And Michael's going to start trying to raise the Black Sand Colony because you guys are close enough now to talk to them.
Awesome. I think Richard's gonna go over to Tallahassee and check the logs with her. And are there any reports about anything that happened while we were in hypersleep?
It doesn't appear so. Mother says all things were quiet.
Interesting. If you could print out all the diagnostics, and I'll run over it.
I will send them to your bunk, or do you want them
On my pad.
now? Okay.
And then he just starts filing through everything, he's the guy who
Just
reads
swipes
all of
them
the
over.
information. Yeah.
Sure, less I have to do.
Yeah.
And he's kind of by the captain because he's waiting for something, but he doesn't want to bug the captain while he's reading, so he's just kind of hovering by you.
Michael turns around a little bit perplexed. Says, "You should be able to hear them, Captain. I'll run a diagnostic with Mother. While you wait, I've prepared a meal in the kitchen. I imagine you're all hungry."
Yeah,
Thank you.
pretty starved.
Thank you, Michael.
So Michael's gonna run a diagnostic, try to figure out why you guys can't hear Black Sand. There is food. You can all go do your own thing. You can go share a meal. Up to you. You're on the ship. You're awake. There are no
Yeah.
aliens. I didn't throw you into a disaster. You're
Oh, God.
welcome.
Aww. Okay.
Well, Michael, I suppose it would be rude to not offer my assistance.
Absolutely.
Right.
If you-
I'll try to
load
help.
up on some galleries and head down to the Orpheus, run system diagnostics, make sure nothing got shooken up during the flight.
When you're done
I
with
think you mean shaken.
Shooken. No, I know.
when you're done with the diagnostics and while we're eating, I think we should all do a getting to know each other exercise so we can
Sounds great.
work better as a crew. I've read that it's important to get to know all of your crewmates so that you can work more efficiently.
Is there anything you need me to fix first, or we?
No, the everything seems to be working properly from what I've read, but I'll keep going through it. We'll all get some food in us, and from there we'll do getting to know each other exercise.
Okay. You see Tommy kind of run off because he's like, "Holy shit, there's food that I just get to eat here. I don't have to struggle
For free?
For
Yeah.
free?
For free?
So
I
he's
don't
like,
get too
first of
excited
all,
about it. Maybe. All right, there it goes.
No, don't spoil his fun. It's great.
If anybody makes it to the kitchen, Michael's made lasagna. There's 2 trays. One's vegetarian and one's regular. And there's also garlic bread.
meat and
Ooh.
garlic bread for Tommy.
Is this
Uh,
typical, big circle table, everything's white?
Yes, it's very
yeah.
Nostromo vibes,
Mhm.
big, central, crew table. Because again, this is the science ship. It's not the, nobody's
Mhm.
supposed to be awake for very long on this. You guys just kind of
Mhm.
have bunks. It's mostly shared
Mhm.
rooms because a lot of the space is devoted to the labs, and it's very it's cryo deck. It's engines, and the like mechanical area that has like the Orpheus and all that kind of stuff, and like all of the storage, extra prefab buildings, all that kind of stuff like underneath. And then like the, you know, it goes like cryo beds, and then your little like galley type area. There's like
Mhm.
lockers, a little crew area where you guys just have bunks to sleep in for the next couple days because it's just not important. That's just going to be storage after this. And then it's just all labs. And then the flight deck.
Mikey Mike, do they put taste buds on your model, or do you just sort of guess it when you cook?
I'm an excellent cook. I know 7,467 different recipes.
Didn't answer my question, but good for you.
I have taste buds.
Ah, okay. Didn't know.
I just don't need to eat.
Often. Gotcha.
Are you going
But when in
to
Rome.
assist with the contact or pepper Michael with useless questions?
I was talking about icebreakers, getting to know people. That's fine. I'll help you out.
Don't forget to eat. Yes, we have been in stasis, but our bodies will soon be catching up and require sustenance, so make sure you make your way to the mess before too long.
It's already on the computers. You saved me some vegetarian, will you, Dr. Donna? Thank you.
Listen, were you scrub vegetarian or non-veggie?
Wait, I do lasagna without meat.
So non-vegetarian for you?
Just cheese and nope, wouldn't be cheese either. One, no, it's vegan. I know the difference there.
Cheese is fine for most vegetarians.
Huh. No.
If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them.
No, I'll go take a plate, head down in the bay.
Right, for those sticking around, we're gonna play Two Truths and a Lie. Sits down with their plate, starts like chopping it up, taking a bite. He's the kind of guy who will like cut the piece and then eat it, and then cut the next piece and then eat it. Very meticulous.
Not how most people
It's
eat their
kinda
food
how
when
you-
cutting things up.
How you
No,
eat.
like you cut the whole thing.
lasagna.
I cut the whole thing up first and then eat it. I thought that
I
was
see.
weird.
I thought you were assuming the rest of us were just sort of like caveman picking it up with our
No.
hands.
Oh,
Yeah, we
that's a
do generally
great
all cut
idea.
our food.
No, like
He just
Especially like
cuts it all
Coop just like
first.
taking a bite
Yeah.
I
out of
see,
like
I
just full
see.
lasagna.
yeah.
So you make a little grid and then
No, I do, but Richard cuts one piece at a
Richard
time.
eats like how
It's
most of
like
us eat.
Yeah,
like an
I
old
guess.
British noble.
I guess I
He
thought
cuts
that was
it and
weird.
then sets the knife down and then
Yes.
switches hands.
Yes.
You've got like 7 forks in front of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I like Richard.
Richard cracks me up.
Good.
So meticulous. I love it.
Who's still at the table? Who's staying with me?
I
Yeah,
think it's
who's-
Donnie
You say
and,
two
or
truths and a
Donna and
lie.
Tommy.
Scrub,
Tally and Cooper there as well.
Scrub
for now.
takes his plate, and as he's walking away, says, "All right, two truths and a lie. Name of Scrub is my 18th jump, and I'm really excited to be here." And just keeps walking.
Well, I know that his name isn't actually Scrub, so I think I know what the lie is.
Damn it.
Gotcha, bitch!
Yes. I'm helping Michael with the comms. See if I can give him some backup. See what's going on.
He's run the diagnostic with you. There's nothing wrong with it. You should be able to hear black sand.
And we've tried hailing them multiple times.
I've been hailing them digitally, and I've called a couple times. They're just not coming through.
Fairly unusual. Maybe it's something on their end. Should I have Tommy check the actual physical wiring?
I mean, I'd hate to send somebody out there when it's only been a few minutes.
Well, keep plugging away, I suppose.
I'll keep checking on it with Mother if you'd like to go get something to eat.
Oh, I'll eat eventually. So, how was your trip, Michael?
lonely. But I had mother.
Imagine. That's the extent of the small talk. There's no
Yep.
more. That's it. One attempt. I've done what I'm supposed to do socially.
Michael doesn't even notice. Just does his thing.
Michael is synthetic.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
It is Michael Fett. It's Walter. It's the next Walter model.
I imagine we get along.
He's very personable and like warm and friendly. He's just doesn't like go out of his way usually to, He's been alone for like a year, guys. Give him a break.
Yeah. So I
All
guess
the
we'll try to.
handsomeness, none of the genocide.
Yeah. When it's not
God.
David. I didn't give you guys David.
Not David, please.
Not
I'm begging you.
David. It's not David. I wouldn't do
No.
that to you. But I
Yeah,
did love the
so-
reactions for Michael Fassbender.
I'm so excited he's here. Yeah, so I guess let's try to find out like if is the signal going all the way through and we're just not getting anything back, or are we just like not even making it to
Yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Black
It
sand.
is going all the way through. It should be everything is working as it should. It's just nobody is answering.
maybe they're on lunch.
And we're 48 hours out, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
You are 47 hours and 28 minutes from the time
Probably-
you guys woke up.
there are
Damn.
probably too many variables to diagnose from here. It's possible a storm knocked out communications, or they had power issues, any number of things.
It could be the magnetic aura of the planet is interfering at this exact moment in time.
Would also make sense.
Those of you who are in the kitchen, Tally's gonna look to Richard and say, Richard, Coop and I they've been all over each other, by the way, since they got in here. They've gotten consecutively closer. And she's, Coop and I have something to take care of. You're in charge. You hear that, Mother? Richard has the con. And Mother will say, logged, Captain. And Coop and Tally are going to go do stuff.
The birth control has been put in your cabin already.
Yep, they're gone.
All right, has everyone thought of their
Just like the
treats and
nurse, like, do we
lies?
have to go to Dr. Donna for condoms in space?
I mean, I am probably the
Yes.
one who like receives the shipments of them, but
Yeah, you have to
She
see
just
Dr.
leaves
Donna.
a bowl on her desk.
A bowl of yes, a bowl of condoms.
eventually just moves them outside the door because people just weren't coming in to take them.
It's just like a mail drop box, except it's like full of condoms. You just like open the drop box and you just grab a
take one
few.
out.
Yeah, but also I don't know enough about like how alien cryostasis works. Is like if they were taking pills, do those still last when you come out of stasis, or how?
Yeah, do
does
they like
that
keep
work?
you on your medication? Yeah, we'll say they keep you on your medication. If you have to take anything, it just filters it for you. You still get your daily doses of things
Okay,
without.
sweet. So I'm not going through nicotine withdrawals.
No, yeah,
here at the
no.
beginning. Perfect. Okay.
There's like a little arm in there that like just like takes off the patch and then puts the patch back on.
Just imagining just a robot arm holding a little vape in his sleep. Scrub
When
is
your
just like
pod opened, it was just all
just
smoke.
hot box in the
I've been
pod.
hot boxing Sean for a year.
And Scrub died. The end.
Oh shit, he
That's
didn't
how
make
Scrub passed away.
it.
Smoke inhalation. Obviously, that's not the case, but that's immediately the mental image that I got,
Yeah.
and I had to share it.
Not to sidetrack too much, but I am also
Sidetrack
curious
away.
about like there's not FTL travel certainly because we're doing cryo sleep, but like how close to light speed is the travel, or like
Ooh, that's a question that it does exist in the book. I can
It's
definitely look
based
that
I
on
up.
read that was
my-
like near FTL.
Yeah, it's
uh,
near FTL, but it's not quite.
okay,
like-
so still much better than we are capable of doing these days. Because I guess
Correct.
when I first watched Alien and Aliens, I was kind of under the impression that it's like, oh, they just have like R speeds, and so just like everyone is dead. Like you go off on a mission and everyone you know is just gone forever.
Yeah. I was imagining it more like the like perpetual acceleration and then deceleration once you hit the half point. So it's like you hit that near like infinite acceleration, then like the second half of the journey is basically slowing down, less than like the Starfield like warp gate.
Yeah.
Opening.
I was mentioning it. Did anybody else watch Expanse? It's like one of my favorite fucking space shows.
If not,
Okay. Well,
Heard of
then
it.
nobody's gonna understand this reference, so never mind. I'm gonna skip it. We're just gonna say, like, yeah, there's no like warp speed or jumping or anything, but there are like, yeah, there are quick speeds to like accelerate you getting places. That's why you go into cryo sleep and that kind of stuff. It's like save resources and stuff until you get there.
It's pretty fast.
It's fast, but it's not like, it still took you guys like at least like almost, we'll say like a year and a half to get out here. Almost a year and a half.
it's fast, but it's not furious.
No, yeah.
Scrub has found 6.
NPC
Or is it
ideas.
6 or 6s? I forget what's the cat's name.
6.
6, yes. 6, the little calico.
Oh yeah. How's Pharaoh?
Yeah, you tell me. Pharaoh's personality, would he be greeting everybody? 6 was definitely greeting everybody when
No.
you guys woke up.
Pharaoh would have been in my pod, and then Pharaoh is Richard's hairless cat. And Pharaoh got up, did their stretchies. He put the lotion on the skin. Prepared him for, he's gonna have to give him a bath later. Yeah.
Buffalo Richard.
And so Pharaoh knows better than to sit on the table, but he is sitting on the seat next to Richard. And as Richard is going through, there's also a bowl of food next to him on the table that Pharaoh is eating out of from the seat.
That's so cute.
He's a polite young man.
6 is just running around saying hi to everybody because she loves people.
So, at the
you guys are playing
table-
2 Truths and a Lie, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Whoever's at the table.
Would anyone like to go first, or shall I take the lead?
I can start us off, I suppose. Let's see. I also don't know where this accent is coming from. Maybe it'll stick, maybe it'll go away. You always know that this game exists, but you're never really fully prepared for it. Okay. 2 Truths and a Lie. These glasses are simply for aesthetic reasons. People tend to find I am more approachable and trusting with the glasses than without. I specialized in internal medicine, but I am fully equipped to handle all our medical needs. And thirdly, that I am more excited to be down on black sand than I will be to be up here conducting the experiments and research.
He turns to Tommy, and now we guess which one is the lie and which ones are the truths.
Oh, you're not excited to be down on the planet? Is that the lie?
Yes, what about you, Officer Ram?
Oh, I think that it would be impractical to wear glasses that are not prescription, so I think that one is a lie.
Richard is quite right. I do need these glasses in order to see.
This
Tommy
is fun.
looks at Richard
Yes.
and like kind of is embarrassed a little bit that he got it wrong. Doesn't want the captain to think poorly of him.
Richard has no registration of like that you got it wrong. There's no whatever. He doesn't even care that he got it right. All right, Tommy, would you like to go next, or?
Yeah, Tommy had been purposely like shoving food in his mouth and not making eye contact because he didn't want to have to play the game. Zinji called him out. I love my mom. I have a pet turtle named Biff, and I've never had a papaya before.
I'm sorry, what was the last one?
I've never had a papaya before.
Doctor?
I'm going to guess that it's either. I think the lie's the second one, but I'm torn on whether it's you have another pet named Biff or you have a turtle with a different name. I can't decide which one it is.
I concur. I think that papayas are quite rare, especially grown. So I think that the second one is the lie.
I've actually never had a papaya before. That's my lie. Did I do that right?
Did you say that you never had a papaya before, or you
Never
did
had
have?
a papaya before.
Did say that, officer. You need to listening while you're going over the reports.
I can
My
be more
apologies.
clear. I apologize for that.
No, I'm sure I heard it wrong.
I've wandered in to get my food, realized the icebreaker is still going on, and I'm trying to walk as quietly as possible in the background.
Dr. Hemlock, would you like to participate in the icebreaker?
I have to imagine that Scrub's seen Dick's icebreakers like before, and they're always incredibly awkward, and just did not want to be a part of this.
Oh, I don't want to interrupt.
Of course, if you're busy, I understand. Seeing as I'm the last one, my favorite color is white. My favorite prime number is 31. And my this will be my 14th mission with the company.
31. I think that's a lie.
I'm going to guess that your favorite prime number is actually 17.
I'm on my way out. I'm actually going to agree with the prime number. I think your favorite prime number is 11. It's very symmetrical.
Very close. Actually, my favorite prime number is 17. Because one is tall and one is tall with a house. Little roof on it. It's aesthetically pleasing to me.
Scrub
Fair
comes
enough.
over the comms. Do you do the prime number one again?
That he did.
The house thing gets me every time. Clicks off the comms.
All right, icebreaker out of the way. Is everyone feeling warmed
is
up?
Nora with us?
Oh,
No, Nora disappeared. Yeah.
She very wisely avoided.
Yeah,
this.
no. They heard icebreaker and they're like, yeah, I'm not here to get to know you guys. I'm here to fucking do my job.
I've participated. I'll be in the lab.
right. Everyone else, check in your stations and make sure you follow your procedures, check-ins, and all that. I'm gonna go check in with Michael and see what's going on up on the deck.
A voice crackles over the comms, and you hear Mother say, Richard, Michael needs everyone on the flight deck.
All right, belay my previous order. Everyone to the flight deck. Hits the button. Scrub, you only need it on the flight deck.
Still fine. I'm turning back around. Turning off the Orpheus.
Yeah, how far is it from where we are to the flight deck? Like, how big is the ship?
As big ship. I did not get the thing uploaded because I did not get it all edited, but you can look up the Conestoga class frigate and find pictures of it. They're big. They're huge ships. But again, it's like it's a decommissioned warship that would be like hundreds of people would be like living and working on it, but because this has been turned into mostly lab space, it's not like there's like 2 levels. So you're like your top level's got your like cryo and your little kitchen area and all that kind of stuff. The downstairs is like it's just a big bay full of shit and the Orpheus essentially. And then all of the labs are down there on that deck as well. So in the spot that you're in, it would probably only be like a couple minute walk up to the front of the ship, which is where the flight deck is.
Okay. He turns to Pharaoh, who is eating out of his little bowl, and just says, "All right, now, when you're done with that, I want you to stay in this area. You can go back into the cryo rooms, but after that, we're going to have a meeting about proper etiquette on the ship again, just to go over everything, all right?" And then he pats the cat on the head and starts walking back.
First mate Pharaoh, lovely to see you again.
If a cat could roll its eyes, I'm sure Pharaoh would constantly at Richard.
Don't tell me
I get
what to
along with
do.
the cat very well.
You're not the boss of me.
Oh, also Pharaoh is in a sweater vest. That is like
Yes.
Argyle. We said it last time, but I'll reiterate it. Richard has not bought any outfits for Pharaoh. Other people have, and he has just acquired them over time. And people are like, "Oh, it's so cute. He wears it. Let me just get him this." And he just swaps out the outfits like on the daily. And he just has a massive closet of outfits for Pharaoh that he has not purchased. He has just acquired. That's it.
It's so cute. I love a Sphinxy. So everybody makes their way to the flight deck again. Or you see Michael again standing at the console, shooing 6 away because she's just gotten up there. She's trying to help, as cats do, but they're not being helpful at all. She's walking on buttons and shit. But she did something, because Michael says, "I can't raise black sand, but I'm picking up a distress signal, but it's not coming from the colony. I pinpointed it right. It's coming from an uncharted area north of the colony near the mountains."
Still on planet?
On planet.
Hmm.
About 100 miles north. Nope,
Do they
not
have
miles,
any-
kilometers north.
have
I can
any-
convert things.
How many
Uh,
bald eagles is it? I need to know.
4,762.
7 cries of the bald eagle. Do they send out exploration teams or anything like that from the colony? Is it possible someone's lost up there?
I don't think that they've made it to the mountains yet to start the mining operations. That wasn't supposed to be until after the next set of the thousands colonists got there.
Do we have any other logs from the surface? Do they send anything? Are they transmitting, or is that something we're going to have to check out when we get down there?
They haven't transmitted anything to us in a while. The last thing was a month ago, where they reported that they had erected a water tower. So they had running water now.
That is good. And the distress beacon, that is active currently?
Yes.
Do you have any record of how long it's been going?
He starts looking through the log. Looks like a few days, maybe.
Interesting.
3 days ago.
Right. See if you can relay a message back to that location. See if they're trying to pick anything up.
A voice crackles over the comms out of nowhere. Wait, who is this? Hold on. I forgot. Artemis, do you read? This is Black Sand Actual, come in. And Mother says,
I'm in charge.
I've established communication with Black Sand.
Well, there you
Right.
go, problem
Thanks,
solved.
Mother.
May I
Well
in?
done, Mother. No, let's just wait for a moment. If they need us very urgently. we
Artemis,
need to-
Artemis, do you read? This is Black Sand Actual, come in.
Hello, this is Officer Richard Ram of the Artemis. We're reading you. What's the report?
Artemis, we received a distress signal in the middle of the night 3 days ago. Now that you're in range, are you receiving it?
Yes, we picked it up before we picked you up.
Damn, I thought so. It's coming from an area we call the Badlands. It's about 100 kilometers north of us, near the mountains. The company told us it was a barren wasteland. There's nothing out there.
And so it wasn't one of yours.
No, actually, as you know, we're obligated by law to investigate. Even though there isn't supposed to be anyone out there, we thought maybe it was a wayward cargo drop from a rival company trying to stake a claim here. My deputy and 2 representatives from Wayland went to check it out, and we haven't heard back from them since.
All right, how long should it have taken them to get out there?
Several hours.
So it's
They took one of the chariots.
Right, all right. Well, we're en route. We won't be there for a couple days, or, yeah. We've got 2 days before we reach you. Has your comms been having any issues? It seemed like we had some trouble reaching you.
Yeah, it gets a little spotty in the morning and in the evening when the aura is the most active.
All right.
Should get better as you get closer.
Do I know protocol as to, like, missing crew? What, like, in their situation, what should they do in this?
In this situation, they send out a deputy to go investigate the distress signals they are obligated to do by law, as we know from the Alien franchise.
Of course.
So they went to check it out, and again, there's only 24 of them there.
Yeah.
So they sent out a law enforcement person and 2 company representatives, and it hasn't been that long since they've been gone, but they haven't checked in at all. So she doesn't sound super worried. If you're gauging, like, vibes, she just hasn't heard back from them since, and it's weird.
Hey, Dick.
Yes.
You want to ask if they want us to do a flyover with the Orpheus when we come in?
All right. Yes.
We're not
I'm
exactly
sorry.
a rescue crew.
What was your
I
name?
figured flyover might give us more info.
Oh, sorry, I'm the elected marshal here, Valia Petrovna.
Valian. We're still about 2 days out. Do you feel comfortable with waiting until we get down there for you to go check it out, or do you want to send? Would you rather have someone check it out? Go see if they can recover your people.
It's only been about 12 hours since they've been gone.
Oh.
I just wanted to know if you'd picked up the distress signal. They should have checked in by now. But I haven't heard from them. But again, the radio can get a little bit spotty.
Right, of course. We can analyze the signal from here to see if we can find anything about it. And then when we get closer to land, we could do a flyover of the area to make sure that it is safe, that there's no cave-ins or anything like that on the surface before we come to where you are.
Well, that sounds like a plan. How about we'll keep open comms for the next couple days. Check in every now and then. I'll let you know if they come back. If they don't, we'll decide whether or not we want to send you there, or if you want to come here first and then decide.
All right, that sounds good to me. Everyone else, I think that we have work to do. Please continue with keeping open comms, and then we have some check-ins to do with our information now that we have contact. So proceed as we're supposed to.
Well,
looks around to everyone.
If they come back, Artemis. Otherwise, we'll see you in 2 days.
Right. Please send up all your information as far as your logs and progress, so that we know how things are going down there.
I'll send it.
Roger. Anyone else? Do you need anything from the surface? Alright. Keep open comms. If you need us, we'll be here.
See you in a couple days, Artemis.
Goodbye.
Black Sand out.
Artemis out. Kind of like pops his shirt. Doing official things. Right. We have things to do before we land. Make sure all of your stations are in order. If there's anything you need to be working on, please do so. I'll be available on the comms, or you can come find me on the deck until I'm relieved of duty up here. Dismissed. Turns in his chair.
You get the distinctive feeling you've been dismissed.
Do all, so as far as like comm systems go, any messages that would have been received while we were in transit,
Yes.
would...
You probably all have messages from, if you know somebody on Aura, those probably would be coming in about now that you're like, you've been closer, you probably would have gotten over the past like month or so. If you have people on Earth, or if you lived on a space station or something that like was more towards the inner planets, like Tommy probably has messages from Mama, that the further and further away you get, the longer and longer it's going to take them to get there. So it's going to take like probably a while to get a message now, but you probably have some from like the beginning of your trip if everybody wants to go check their messages.
Yeah, Scrub's probably going to do that while running diagnostics, because probably usual thing is to check any messages, any, you know, if somebody's trying to sell them an extended warranty on their car, and then also mostly to see if got any messages from Bex.
You have 600 voicemails. Hello. Your car's extended warranty is expired.
Oh my god, there's a Starfield thing where that happens, and I fucking just blew up the guy that talked to me and tried to do that to me.
That's horrible. It even follows you in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellison will go back and check messages as well, but the only thing they're expecting are like assignments that are going to be coming in, like more specifics on what they're supposed to be working on.
Ellison
really
has
have
a
any
message
attachments.
from Joe Woods, who is at the colony. They are a doctor down there, medic, but they were the one who was tasked with setting up your lab. So you have several updates on the status of setting up your lab, and it is entirely to your specifications. But they just sent you a bunch of stuff to keep you updated because they know how meticulous you are.
They just get a message back that just says, thank you. At the bottom, it's like, sent from my tablet. What's my tablet called? Hold on. I have one. It's my Siegson PDRT. It says at the bottom. Sent from
my hot tub.
So yeah, sent from my Samsung fridge. Yeah, all it says is thank you. That's it.
They were very like detailed like messages, but none of them like made you like they were warm, you know what I mean, like friendly, but not like, oh my god, everything's so nice here, like, you know, it was just like very like, I did this today, this is set up, these are your specifications, I took a liberty here and organized it in this way just so you know ahead of time if this isn't how you want it done, you know, like organizing the stuff that's like in the like cabinets and that kind of thing.
Ellison immediately filed to HR a complaint about how he set up the
Oh, you
the
think
lab.
I ever talked to HR? Ellison doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Anybody else checking messages from home or Aura? Tommy, you've got a message every day from Mama.
Oh my
There was a
God.
dog hair on my mouse, so I couldn't move it. I was trying to unmute. Poor thing.
Tommy forgot to turn off the messages from mom setting before he left for space.
Yeah, Mama has sent you messages detailing not only what she's been doing every day, but she is giving you a play-by-play of everything that happens in her favorite soap opera.
Ooh.
So that you have updates because I'm assuming you guys watched it together.
Tanya, you had to tell me what show Tommy and his mom watched together.
It's probably The Bold and the Beautiful, much like Tanya Rowland and her mom watched it. Or would watch together.
It's still going
Oh my god.
hundreds and hundreds of years later.
Excellent.
And
Just
then
like
I found,
any good soap.
and then as they do in their fashion, the camera panned, and Alan was there. He wasn't dead. He just had amnesia.
So focus filter.
Having flashbacks to Masks and watching Golden Girls together.
Okay, I have a question. So we're on the Artemis, but our main job is to get down onto Aura, and that's where is that where our main training has been?
Yes, all of your training has been is for the drop and all the things that you'll be doing on Aura itself.
Okay, so Tommy wouldn't necessarily have been trained on the ship we're on.
No.
But as like, where do we get our messages from? Do we have like a comm thing, or is it all at our pod? How's that work?
You guys are in like I would assume Tally and Coop are sharing like the captain's quarters. And then you guys are kind of in like a little, it's like a room that is not like sectioned off with curtains, but like kind of they're like propped up walls.
Okay. Like
That you
partitions?
it basically like you know the one in the conference room at work?
Yeah. Okay.
Like that, the little fold away walls. So it can be one
Yeah.
big room and it will be when, you know, whatever, but there's little like folding walls that go between all of your little bunk areas. So you can have some privacy, like while you sleep and stuff if you want to. But it's basically just like a convertible room type of thing that they will be using for storage when it just becomes lab space and nobody will need to stay up here anymore. So
the
and you all
way
have little tablets and things like, you know, in your rooms that you can like receive messages and things on.
Okay, so Tommy would take his tablet and go to the captain, like, "Hey, captain, you mind if can I go look at some of this equipment? I won't break anything."
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just an officer. The captain. Well, I guess am I called the captain?
You're acting
you are the
captain right
standing
now.
captain
Right,
because
right.
the real captain's
Yes.
getting busy.
Right.
You have the con because
Right.
Tally and Coop are busy.
I'm sorry. What
officer, Captain Officer,
I'm sorry. What did you
Captain
say?
Officer Ram.
Captain Officer Ram. May I go check out the equipment?
Of course.
The messages for my mama. All right, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, like Tommy just runs off into like a mechanical room. He's got his tablet looking at his mama and like just listening as he walks. But he's not like annoyed by mama. He kind of is rolling his eyes, but he's really like excited and happy to hear from her. And then he's in his own little blissful place looking at machines, hearing mama.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, there's stuff that you could go work on, like down in like the, you know, the big deck where like the Orpheus and all of like the mechanical stuff is. There's things you could probably tinker with or put together or keep yourself occupied with if you need to. Stuff that you can check on and make sure that like nothing's shifted while you guys were, you know, you tighten up some chains and that kind of stuff.
He would either want to learn something new or just see how like everything works on the ship. So he would, if this were D&D, he'd be very perceptive of what's going on like around the ship pretty much, or know how to fix stuff just by looking at it.
I irritate Tommy with like this, but like there's a light bulb out. Get Tommy to change it.
He does it. No problem. Like Tommy thinks kind of everybody's above him in stature, like in the pecking order. So if anybody asks Tommy to do something, like he does it because he needs this job, doesn't want to lose it. So even though he listens to Officer Ram mostly, like he'll do whatever you guys ask.
Tommy, dear, my desk lamp is out and I don't know where to keep the light bulbs.
I'll find out.
Thank you, Tommy.
And he just runs off and does it.
Could very well do that themselves, but doesn't. I don't have time. I have science to do. And look at him, he's so happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tommy's happy to have like, oh, somebody needs me to do something. Yes.
I love that about Tommy. What's Donna getting up to? You guys have 48 hours. You can either RP this all out or we can fast travel it. It is completely up to you.
Yes, I don't know how much like Donna and Ellison would actually have to work on until we
Probably
get
not a lot
to the planet. So
yep. Like your main labs, you know, like you'll be doing some experimentation like up on Aura, you know what I mean? Like going back and forth for things that you need 0G for, and you know, things that you're just like, well, maybe we shouldn't do this like in the colony where all these people are. Let's go do this weird thing, you know, in the relative safety where I can just shoot it out into the vacuum of space if something goes wrong, kind of a thing. So you know, very out of Prometheus. So there's probably not a lot for you guys to do. I mean, calibrate some things, you know, check on some stuff that's been, you know, may have gotten rocked during transit, but you know, it was all systems say it was a pretty chill ride here. Nothing weird happened. No disasters.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I imagine at maybe not 5 or so hours after everyone's gotten out of cryo sleep, Donna will start actually like making the rounds and methodically like giving people their checkups of just like, okay, you've had some time to be awake now. Let's see how you're actually doing. Make sure no issues came up. And I imagine maybe has to pull Scrub out of the Orpheus to do his checkup. And just like doing her job, making sure everyone's safe and healthy, and I think also with like Allison just like knowing that they are probably antsy to be doing stuff and like helps distract them with like, hey, this is science adjacent. Let's do science on you.
Yeah, I think
Make sure everything's good.
Yeah, you probably do have to pull Scrub out of the Orpheus for that. Probably doesn't have a full clean bill of health, but hey. It's the
Aside from all
equivalent
the
of the 80s.
cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Scrub is just going to run diagnosis and do a pre-flight check on the Orpheus, knowing that this is how we're getting down the planet, so it's got to want to make sure that is functional. And then is just gonna check messages from Bex and see what's been going on during while she's been on world.
I have a couple messages from Bex, just basically about the, hey, we're here, we made it, everything's good, we're setting shit up. They've built a bunch of prefab buildings, they have things, all the houses are up. She'll send you like little updates about, the furniture and stuff that they've like 3D printed. Like, oh, we have a bed now. Like,
Perfect. Yeah. I think Scrub. I mean, they've been working together long enough that they're not gonna keep it professional over company communications. But we'll just send a message back to that we've come out of cryo, and then we're ETA is 36 hours or something now.
yeah, something like that now.
And then if everything's good with the Orpheus, then Scrub's just gonna chill.
Anything anybody else wants to do?
Richard is going to be looking through all the documentation and logs that the colony has sent up, just going over and making sure there's no inconsistencies, everything's on time. Probably noting some improper documentation as to the way they filed things or something like that, and like, okay, I'm going to need to talk to like red penning things basically. And probably we'll check if they've gotten anything from the company or anything from back home sort of thing.
There is, as far as like records and stuff go from Aura, it all started off like very well done, but you could tell that like over the past, like, there was a spot there about 3 months in where things seemed to get really weird. Like all the communication, if you're looking through like all the logs, it was like very, very short and snippety. Like you could tell that like maybe tensions might have been high if you're looking through all of the logs now that like you can see everything. And that seems to have been fixed about a month ago. About the same time they got running water.
Oh, dope. I think I'll probably just make sure everything's in order, and then start doing my rounds with the crew to make sure that they don't need anything from me, and everything is to their liking in their respective spaces. I think he'll start with Tommy, and probably just while you're in the maintenance room getting a light bulb for Dr. Hemlock. I see you found your way around. Is everything in its right place? Did anything get shifted?
As far as I can tell, everything looks good. If anything's moved, I've moved it back.
Right. Are you ready for landfall in a few days?
Yep. Can't wait.
Right. Is there anything you need from me?
Just orders when you have them.
Will do. Do you have your would it be a license? Do you have your Caterpillar P5000 work loader license?
Yep. And okay, so you would see. Oh, 1 second. Tommy goes to his bunk, and everything like related to him working or anything he has in like a folder that like Mama put together for him because she keeps all of his documents together. So it's just a folder, and he just kind of hands it to you. He doesn't know what's in it, but he's like, "Oh yeah, it should be in here."
Oh, right. No, I trust you if you say you have it. That will be needing that when we get planet side to start moving things on the planet. So I would say about 2 hours before we land, go to the bay and start getting things in place. But until then, just if there's any random maintenance things, or if you want to start organizing this place in the way you see fit, since you'll be using it the most, go ahead and do that.
Thank you, officer. I will.
All right. Again, I'll just be on my comms if you need me. He just leaves. I think he'll go find Scrub. Just there's a knock.
Yep.
The door opens. Scrub, have you found everything you need?
Yeah, everything seems to be in place here. Ran pre-flight and everything's fine with the Orpheus. Smooth trip, so we are all systems go once we are in orbit.
All right. And do you feel like as the trip has gone, has there been any problems with the current ship we're on?
I've been asleep for most of it, so
If you could run a check on the aura just to make sure.
on the aura.
Right, the ship that
Orpheus.
was
The planet.
right, the Orpheus. The if you could. Oh, right. Sorry, I got confused. We have a.
There's lots of names of things.
I
I'm
know.
so sorry.
You're talking
It's
about
alright.
All
the
made up
main
shit.
Like
Yeah, the main ship is the
Artemis.
Orpheus. Artemis.
The
And then the
truck is
Orpheus.
the Orpheus.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
dropship is the Orpheus.
That's why. Okay.
The truck.
I've been calling it the truck in my head because it's the little.
I've been
it's the
going
little
big
one.
Space
trucker
truck.
vibes, so that's kind
It's the little one. It's the space truck.
It's okay. The Artemis. If you could run a diagnostic on that and just make sure everything is all right there.
Who's the pilot for the Artemis again? I forgot their name.
Mostly been Michael.
Yeah, mostly Michael.
But isn't there
But-
an official pilot for the ship though? I forgot that there was, or is it just
That
Michael?
would be Coop, I guess, technically, if like you guys were to like get into battle or something. Like he is trained
Yeah.
in
He's
piloting.
indisposed.
Yeah, but he's he's busy, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, let the man fuck his wife, okay?
Like, damn, don't bother them. They've been asleep for a year.
yeah, I guess since Coop is occupied, I can run a systems check on the Artemis.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I just want to make sure
Yes.
everything's tip top before we get into it.
For everything you've seen, it seems like the flight's been smooth. Something you're concerned about specifically? It could take a while to run a full systems check on a ship this size, so if I know what I'm looking for, would be.
Well, you have 2 days to do
easier.
it, so I there's nothing that was coming across. But if I'm in the comm system, just to make sure that it wasn't on our end. Well, we don't want to have any mistakes.
Well, got some training with comms, so I can debug it, make sure there isn't any sort of glitch. Not really my area as much, but hey, I'll give it a shot. Don't really have anything else to do now.
You're doing great work down here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you'd be needing from me?
Nope.
All right. I'll be on the comms if you need me.
All right.
He leaves.
We're all such weirdos and like, uncomfortable to talk to.
I'm having such a great time just watching Richard go around and talk to everybody.
I wasn't
it's
gonna
just-
continue, but I can.
Continue.
Trying
I was
so
literally sitting here like,
hard.
oh, when's he gonna come talk to me?
I'm trying to play into Dick being my rival, so we're.
All right.
I'm just.
Oh, he's mine too.
He has no idea. No idea.
Dick
All right.
He's
rubs
just trying
me
to
the
do his
wrong
damn
way.
job, guys.
I want Dick to talk to everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I mean, I hate to put things
No,
on you. You don't want to
that's
do.
okay.
I
But
don't mean to be hard on Dick, but I do just need to play another character.
That's fine. That's fine. He is gonna go to Dr. Hemlock next. Knock on the door.
yes, enter.
The door
Just
opens.
Deep in the tablet.
Dr. Hemlock,
Ah, Richard. Hello.
Is everything to your liking in here? Has anything shifted?
Oh, nothing's shifted per se. It's just very small and has none of my equipment, and I'm generally quite bored.
Would you like us to move something in here that's not?
Oh, no, I'll be fine with the tablet with landing in less than 48 hours, yes?
Yes.
Right, I'll be fine.
Is there
Is there
anything you
something
need?
I can do for you?
No, I'm just going around to check on everybody. Is there anything they need to do before we land on the planet side?
I need to... I don't believe so. Received several messages from Joe. Progress on the lab is complete. Everything is set up and organized on Aura, so... Yes, just playing the waiting game. I will say, if you're asking for suggestions, there's been a distinct lack of caffeine on this particular vessel. I know Michael doesn't particularly need it, but, just, for future outings.
I'll note it down in my records. Have you checked on the planet's terraforming? Has everything still been up to code?
All of the reports I'm getting is everything is on schedule. I can try to contact them again, get some different reports, some more updates if it would make you feel more comfortable.
Well, just making sure that everything's on track and stable. That would be a catastrophic failure if it was a case.
Yes, as far as I know, everything is tip-top.
All right. Is there anything you need from me?
Coffee.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Richard.
Coffee specifically, or would any sort of energy supplement work?
Not picky.
Noted. All right. I'm on the comms if you need me.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Walks out.
You get the distinct feeling you've been dismissed.
I'm dismissed too.
All right, going to Dr. Tello.
I can't tell if Richard cares. If Ellison is like, yes, all right, you're dismissed.
Yeah.
Get out.
I honestly think that he's only doing this as a courtesy because he thinks he should, like, talk to the crew.
You know what? Dr. Hemlock can respect that.
All right, Dr. Tello, you hear a knock on your door.
Oh, yes, sir.
This is my
Come in.
favorite bit.
Coming in. Hello, Doctor.
Ah, Richard. Are you doing well?
I've had a bit of indigestion problems or digestion problems, but I think I'll be all right for now. I was just checking in to make sure everything's all right in here and nothing's moved or out of place.
No, everything is fine. Certainly Michael has very little need of the medical supplies. Yes, your indigestion should hopefully pass soon, but it is, as you are well aware, if you're all right on that front with the cryo sleep as well.
Yes, everything worked fine for me. I hope that there doesn't seem to be any issues with the crew. I didn't notice any abnormalities with their behavior out of cryo sleep.
Yes, certainly out of cryo sleep. People do tend to be a bit crankier, but it's good that no one seems to have had any overly adverse effects.
Dr. Hemlock mentioned that they were looking for some caffeination. I don't believe that we have any coffee on the ship. Do you have anything that you could give them in that regard?
There are probably a couple things
There's
I can
bottles
do.
of caffeine pills.
Yes.
Bottles of caffeine pills.
I will find something.
Mostly
We'll also
Just a whole jar of them.
also double check the kitchen and see if there's, maybe just some coffee that needs to be brewed. Dr.
Of
Hemlock
course.
does tend to get, can miss some of the things that are not
There's an
directly
espresso
pertinent to their
machine.
work.
Fuck it. This is my game. I like coffee. There's an espresso machine.
So there may
No one
indeed
told
be
Ellie.
coffee, just
Ellen
none,
said that it was there though.
none that is already brewed and waiting for them.
Of course. Well, I'll let them know that, and if I can send them up here for the caffeine pills, if that's what they're requiring as well. Is there anything you need from me?
No, I am just continuing to catch up on messages, make sure that Joe down on the planet isn't in dire need of any more supplies, which you should have, but just making sure that I'm prepared in case I need to head straight to their clinic to help out.
Of course. Have they had any diseases or anything down there? Have you checked all the information they've sent up yet?
Is there anything like that?
Nope. I mean, there was one case of gravity sickness when they first got there. Switching from artificial gravity to planet gravity was a little rough for one person. But everybody else has been generally healthy. A couple colds, that kind of thing, being run down. But nothing weird. No strange diseases or anything that's been affecting anybody. No outbreaks of any kind.
No, nothing out of the ordinary. It seems downright charming almost for people to live there, which is a nice change of pace from some of the planets that the company chooses to settle on.
Right. Well, if there's anything you've been needing from me, is there anything you need to do before we go planet side?
No, just making sure everyone goes through their physical, which I will eventually need to interrupt the captain and the first mate to do that, but I can leave them be for a few more hours.
Well, yes, I don't mind being in charge as long as I have to, but I know that usually they're done 2.5 is their normal time, so.
Oh.
What a specific amount of time.
I'm trying to figure out if this is a question to ask in character or out of character.
I think he's going average time.
Have you timed them before coming out of cryo sleep, or is this just their standard?
Well, when I'm put in
coupling
charge, it's placed into the log when I'm put in charge. So it's always logged when I am a captain or not captain. So I just average the time.
I will defer to your data, but I will eventually need to interrupt them if they are feeling especially energetic this time.
Understood. If you need anything, I'll be on the comms.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Doctor. Heads out.
I come over the comms. Richard, I thought of something else you can do for me. When was the last time you gave Dr. Donna a blood sample?
That has been my.
Are these
blood...
comms stuff that we're all hearing, or?
I was assuming so.
Oh.
I'm just
Depends
not sure
on
how
you
direct
send
the
it.
comms
Depends on how
are.
you send it.
Okay, I'll send one directly to Richard then. I won't be that much of a dick.
The doctor does have all of my information. I am going to do another physical later today or tomorrow before we get back on the planet.
Right. Does your family have any history of chronic illnesses?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right. Well, if you're not too worn out, I would also like to take one if you have the time. Just a, random thought I've had.
Right. Okay. We'll see how it goes.
Let me know.
Oh, I will say that there is an espresso machine in the cafeteria if you're looking for some coffee, or there are some caffeine pills in the doctor's office.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. I'll figure out how to work the machine. I'll ask Tommy.
Well, Michael will know as well.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you, Richard. Goodbye.
Thank you, Doctor. Gonna head back up to the to go talk to Michael for character stuff, not for me.
Yes, of course.
I'm not just keeping his picture up for any reason. Anyways, I've done my rounds.
The Fass.
Everybody loves Michael Fassbender.
I know.
Have we got any readings that there are irregularities on the planet or anything like that? Nothing
Nope.
weird? Okay, good.
And it didn't need to be terraformed. It was just perfectly habitable
dope.
for human life to begin with.
They ran all the tests
They
first,
ran
right?
all of the
Okay.
tests. There was so much science that happened.
Good. Okay, good. I'm glad. What is
all the science?
What does the colony look like? Are they domes or are they like?
It's buildings.
Okay.
Because the
So,
planet's
like,
totally habitable,
yeah.
right? Like it's like breathable
Yeah.
air and
Breathable
Yeah.
air,
gravity.
everything.
Is there
Yep.
like forests and stuff?
Yeah.
Is that a Class M planet?
There's forests, there's mountains, there's lakes, there's oceans.
Second Earth.
Second Earth.
Was this planet? We're getting way in the weeds here. Was this planet terraformed or was it?
No, it
okay.
was already habitable. They did not have to terraform it.
Gotcha. Wasn't one of those shake and bake colonies?
No, it was not a shake and bake colony. Someone read the material.
Someone has seen Alien way too many times.
Yeah.
Someone rewatched all the movies in the last like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, if there's nothing else,
Yeah, unless Scrub will do what Dick asked for and do diagnostics. If nothing comes up, then we'll just let Dick know.
I'm just randomly wandering around asking people if they'll give me blood samples.
We're all being so suspicious about the ship, like so extra careful right now.
I'm not. I'm just being thorough.
I'm trying to lean into like, fuck it, I don't care. And everyone's being so responsible.
That's our job.
Whoops.
Oh.
Tanya died.
Can you hear
Hey.
me? I froze for a second, but I'm back.
well,
Welcome back.
if there's nothing else specifically that you guys want to do character-wise, I think we can take a break. And then we'll get you to the planet.
Right?
Sounds good.
All
Everyone take
right.
us away.
I will. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go nowhere unless it is to grab a drink or food or take your medication. Do a good old stretch, like relax your shoulders and do a good old roll out. And we will too. We'll see you in like 5-10. Bye. Welcome back. We're gonna take it away. We're going planet side, I think.
Yeah. So, wait, hold on. Let's change the music. Since it's going to be a little less cozy now.
Tone shift. Tone shift.
Is that spooky? That's pretty spooky. All right. So you guys spend your 48 hours from waking up on the ship. All you hear back from Aura is that the people that left to go check out the distress beacon have still not been heard from, and they haven't sent anybody else out. The plan is to just have you go to the colony, meet up with the marshal there. She is in charge technically on the planet. And then you'll figure it out from there. So you hop in the Orpheus. Scrub's done all the pre-flight checks. We hope.
Everyone's
I
got
think
their
I have.
physical.
You want to
I
say?
guess
You want to
it's
say
gonna-
yes?
It's
They
going to
look so
depend
happy.
on how this roll goes. I don't want to commit to anything because I want to blame it on something if I fuck it up. Allegedly, I have.
Allegedly, it'll be the.
There is something I want to
allegedly-
do on the way, but I it's not as important, and I won't steal Scrub's thunder.
I mean, is it like in the ship as you are heading down, jam, or is it a before
Yes.
you leave jam? Okay.
On the way down.
I don't know why I keep saying jam.
Say
sorry.
jam again.
Jam.
You do say it a lot, just
I
in
do.
general.
I'm so sorry.
It's your word. It's fine.
3, 2,
It's-
1,
yeah.
One
let's
less
jam.
jam.
Let's jam. Like I blame it on having
It's copyright.
a fuck ton of musician friends as a teenager.
Come on
just
and
like, hey guys,
slam.
should we just get together and jam?
And welcome to the jam.
And welcome.
Come on and sing.
Someone's annoying you. Put jam on their door handle.
Put some jelly on it.
And we're officially derailed. All right.
Welcome
So
to
you
the
all
This is a
Record time,
spaceship.
everyone.
It doesn't have rails.
you get-
Unless it has a rail gun.
it does have a
Oh
rail
shit,
gun.
you're right.
There are rail
Is
guns.
the spaceship a train?
There are rail guns. Sorry, I have a dog trying to
No.
get attention underneath me. That's why my chair keeps turning.
If this was
So-
a Michael Bay movie, it would be a train. Sorry, continue. I'm being stupid.
Okay.
No, you're being correct.
Yeah, no, that's
We know
not
this is a
wrong.
horror game. We are trying to prepare ourselves for for the struggles
Sorry,
I
not
later.
Michael
don't know
Bay,
what you're
Christopher
talking about.
Nolan.
I've created a
Christopher
beautiful
Nolan is
colony
doing
sim for you guys.
Yeah. Can you guys at home tell we're nervous and stalling?
it. Yes. If we
So-
delay for the next 5 sessions, then we never have
We
to.
don't.
So you never have to
Right.
get to the scary part? That's what you think.
Although we did
Oh, no.
find those the link that you sent earlier, Val. So come on, let's get down to the planet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the
oh, yeah.
xenomorph. The booty xenomorph.
The booty morph.
I shared a
The
very
booty
sexy
morph.
the booty morph.
I'm
Oh,
sorry
I'm gonna
I
have
said
to
that.
share
I
it.
regret that
I'm
forever.
gonna have to share the link in chat.
Oh my god.
We gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Listen, I need to
so many
say I did
regrets.
not go looking for this.
It came to you.
Bullshit.
It came to you in a targeted ad.
I didn't just Google sexy xenomorph.
No one believes you, Val.
Oh,
Just
Google
be
doesn't know
you,
what to
Val, we're
return
cool,
for
man.
that. It's all ready.
I like sexy things too.
Look, we've all watched the DVD stuff since they added the xenomorph. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. If you Google sexy xenomorph, Google is like, did you mean xenomorph? I know you.
Please. Please, did you mean xenomorph?
You've been watching.
You
a lot of
meant
alien
xenomorph,
stuff.
right? Please,
Oh.
Google is just, please don't make me do this.
Google's just mad at you. It just shuts down your whole browser.
Ugh.
That's enough internet for today for you.
You're done.
All right.
Listen, I can't
You're
help
Can't
it
believe.
that my Pinterest just knows me so well.
Oh, it was on Pinterest? Well, that explains a lot.
Oh my
I
god.
can't believe LB hasn't just shut the stream down at this point.
I mean, I'm only half running this. I'm, you
Yeah.
know, I'm just a passenger here.
Literally. Okay, so Michael is going to be staying on the Artemis. So if you'd like to say your goodbyes to Michael Fassbender for now, you are welcome to do so. If anybody wants to take, 30 minutes or so with Michael Fassbender in a quarantined off section of the ship, no one will blame you. It is okay. He's down for it.
So
like
Dick is
good.
busy.
So Dick is busy.
Let's not talk about it.
And you all get on the ship. Tally and Coop will be coming down with you. Michael will be in charge of the Artemis. So you all load up. You and the other 20-something colonists, because math is hard. And Mother rings out and says, "Pre-flight complete. Disengaging clamps. Orpheus 2, go for launch. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Scrub, darling, don't blow us up.
5, 4,
Oh no, puts on my visor.
3, 2, 1.
Hold on to your
Launch.
butts.
You feel a jolt as you drop from the comfortable safety of Artemis. The burners kick on and you're hurtling your way through space. Atmosphere entry in 3, 2, 1. Scrub roll for piloting.
All right. God, I rolled a couple of warm-ups. They were fine,
Were they?
mostly. I
Most.
Come
got
on,
A's.
Scrub.
All right. Piloting. I don't have any dice to add or subtract, I assume. Oh my god.
Is this real?
Is this real
Well, there's
life?
no face
Okay.
hugger dice.
I'm going
No,
to
no panic.
I'm gonna push.
You have a thing for pushing, right?
I do. I can push any skill roll based on agility twice.
Okay.
So I can push it. I'll push it once. I guess I should just re-roll everything, right? Because
Well, before you push, because you didn't get any sixes means like we're kind of fucked. Is that what I'm?
I imagine that means it's a failure, right?
I mean, technically. So
Okay.
would you like to
I
push
just wanna
your
make
roll?
sure.
I would. Okay.
There's one.
So I pushed and I got one success. I can push again with my ability and re-roll everything that's not the 6, right?
I believe that is what your ability is. Yes.
Yeah, well, so like, I guess my question is,
Yes.
pushing allows me to re-roll everything except the one that I succeeded on,
Correct.
right? Okay.
And successes in
You
this
grab
game are
all
like
of the dice that didn't show a 6 and roll them again.
Gotcha.
so we want like it's not like, oh, we get a 6 and we succeed. Like we want as many successes as possible.
You want as many successes as possible,
Okay.
Yeah.
but a success is still a success. But if you get more than one, you get extra shit.
Okay.
Okay.
You
And
get to do
pushing
cool shit.
applies stress. Is that
Yeah, so
right?
I have 1 stress level right now from pushing myself that time.
Correct.
And then with my reckless ability, I can push any skill roll based on agility twice, not just one. And each push increases my stress level by 1, like normal. Might as
Yes.
well.
It's just that normally you can only push things once.
So, yes.
Yes. It's the only reason that they can do it is because they have an ability that makes them able to.
My reckless ability. So
You
Hack
reckless attack the
recklessly.
spaceship.
You reckless attack the spaceship.
God, I've just played the same character.
Val is
again.
our barbarian.
Fly
Uh,
recklessly.
Okay,
Hack
so
recklessly.
I'm gonna fly recklessly. I'm gonna.
That seems very on brand for Scrub, to be
That
honest.
does seem. I've been cooped up for a while. Now, here's the thing.
Is that what Tally calls it?
I was literally about to say the same thing. I was muted.
How do that in Roll20?
I don't know. You're
'Cause,
asking the wrong girl.
Yeah, it gave me the button to push it once, but it doesn't know that I have this ability to do it
Mhm.
again.
I would just count
Just
the dice
roll,
there
yeah,
and
just
do a manual roll.
Roll your failures and a manual
yeah,
roll.
I'm just gonna type in because the page only lets me roll up to 3d6 at a time.
Okay.
Whoops.
Um,
Ignore me.
So
Yay,
I
man
have 1, 2,
succeeds.
3.
A 6.
Yay!
So I can
Hit the
roll
wrong thing.
another. I can roll another 7 dice.
Yeah, because you have the plus a bajillion to your piloting, because
I
that's
have
literally
plus
your whole
8,
thing.
yeah, plus 8 to piloting, so, or 8 dice. Yeah, so I'm gonna roll 76. Still no more. No more. No.
No successes.
You
in-
got one.
You
I
got
got
one.
one.
You got
but
one.
Yeah, I didn't get any more for pushing myself. So.
Now, do those
you want
ones
mine?
matter here?
Yes.
So I rolled because I rolled the 1 on my initial check, and then I rolled 2 ones on this one. So I guess my final result is 1 success and then 2 ones. But are those panic?
They are. Ooh. See,
Because
now
the
I have
first
to
one
do
didn't
GM
come up
things.
as panic.
No. I don't think they do yet. I think
So
you
I
only
thought
get panic when you initially, like when you push a roll, you can start to panic. Oh, now we have to check things.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
to
look, I
know.
thought it was
Hold
that
for checking.
the ones are only panic if you don't have any successes.
Oh, that could be.
I don't know
I
where I
don't
got
know.
that from.
Pushing
though.
yourself builds tension to a point where you risk going into a wild panic or a violent outburst. When you push a roll, your stress level immediately increases by 1 point. Mark this down in your character sheet before you reroll your dice. Making skill rolls, including immediate reroll when pushing, adds a number of stress dice to your dice pool equal to your current stress level. This means that the stress actually increases your chances to succeed at skill rolls. It makes you, so you should have rolled an extra dice to increase your chances of a 6. Because it can make you more sharp and alert. Stress
Okay.
can.
So I'll roll 1 more d6.
Roll 1 more
then.
d6.
Roll. Oh my god, it's not. I'm just gonna click the thing on the sheet. Nope, it's a 3.
Okay. Well, it wasn't a 1, so you're not gonna panic.
So those ones that I rolled when I pushed myself the second time, though.
Those will be. You only panic if you roll 1s on your stress dice, but you will add stress.
Oh.
So you will add those 1s as you'll add those to your stress level, I believe. So from now on, you will also be rolling those 1s as stress dice until you can get rid of the stress.
Okay. So does that mean that my stress goes up another 2?
Yes, I believe so.
So I'm at 4 stress.
You are at 4 stress.
Cool.
first roll is going so well. And then I have to find what happens when you. I mean, you did succeed once.
Yes.
You got one success. So I have to get through.
Listen,
all
you don't need to
this.
patronize me. I know I fucked up. But it's fine.
It's your whole thing, and you didn't do great. Well, you rolled 1 6, so you did succeed, which means that you are not going to die on the way to the planet. You're not going to kill everybody in like the first session.
Just all the unnamed NPCs get ejected into space.
Yes. There's just going to be, it's again, failure's not going to stop the story completely. Even when you fail, there's a way forward. It's just not going to go great. You're going to have one of the unnamed NPCs is puking in the back. It's not great for everybody else that is near them. Luckily, they are towards the back. So those of you who decided to sit towards the front, you're okay. Those who are back of the dropship, you're watching somebody throw up into a bag currently.
We're in a bit of turbulence here coming into Atmo. Might just want to hold on to something.
Yeah, there's like an engine fires strangely. It seems a little weird. It kicks off for a second, kicks back on. Everybody starts to just like look around a little panicky. But then a rainbow aura starts to burn around Orpheus too as you begin your final descent to the planet that will be your new home. The vibrant colors around you begin to flicker away, leading to fluffy clouds that eventually reveal a landscape. A shimmering lake sprawls out before you, framed by an enormous forest. You can tell even from this distance that the trees are huge, ancient. A mountain range stretches behind the trees and into the distance as far as you can see. As the ship maneuvers towards the colony beacon and out over the lake, the outlines of buildings start to take form. Set back from the black sand beach along the calm waters, there's a cluster of buildings that are nestled near a tree line. The large central building surrounded on 3 sides by smaller buildings and rows of houses to the left. You fly over the settlement and land on the large cement pad next to the largest building. And I will make the map available for everybody if I can figure out how. How do I do this? Send help.
So you should just have to make another page that you can upload it to, and then you can move us to it.
Yeah, unless you want to do it as a handout. But that's if you want to be able to ping stuff, then you'd have to upload it on a map.
It is a map already.
Oh, so you just go to the drop down at the top, and then there should be a little banner thing that you just drag over onto that showed like currently active page.
What? Hold on. I'll figure it out. Maybe.
Do you have multiple pages on Roll20?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a drop down at the top that shows you all of the pages you have.
Correct.
There should be something on the page that we're all on now, the one that says Mysteries of Aura, that's like this is active, or it's a little
It's like
banner
a
or something.
Oh, players.
You
oh,
can, yeah,
oh, hey,
you can literally drag
hey.
that.
Thanks. I figured it out.
There
Can
we
you see it?
go.
Did it show
Yeah.
up?
I can see
Hey.
it.
Our cute little
Yeah,
map.
all
You
by
can see it.
yourself.
Good.
She did it.
My adorable little colony map that
Aw,
took me way too long.
I love
So sorry you have to see my handwriting. I did not feel like putting it in.
this
and
looks
typing things.
amazing.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Okay.
That's
well,
bullshit.
thanks, guys. The dust clears as Orpheus 2 shudders to a stop on the landing pad, and you hear Mother's voice ring out. Landing gear locked, doors are green. Welcome to Aura. Mechanical whirring as the door lowers, and sunshine streams in, and as your eyes adjust, you get your first glimpse of your new home. It's breathtaking. Literally, because after a lifetime of going between breathing pollution or recycled air, it feels strange inhaling an untainted atmosphere. Striding up to the ship is an imposing figure. Over 6 feet tall and well-muscled, she has broad shoulders, a blonde braid tucked over one shoulder, and thighs that look like they could crush a watermelon. And I will show you
Please. Yep.
Valia Petrovna.
It's Gwendolyn Christie, y'all.
It is Gwendolyn
Oh.
Christie.
Ah.
My dreams. They're coming true.
What? Did you take the scenic route? You're 8 minutes late.
Apologies, we had some trouble getting in that Atmo, but everything is fine now. Any updates for us?
Sorry. Welcome to Black Sand. Follow me. She picks up a radio on her hip. She goes, Frank, grab a couple of people and unload Orpheus too. Thanks. There's like another voice that comes over and it's like, okay. And she starts walking towards the main building. She's kind of like waving you guys over.
I do have a question. How far are
Yes.
the Black Sands beaches from our location?
She motions behind you, and you can see that there is I will have an area map for you guys next week. But it's like at the end of the path, it's not much further. Like if you look at the colony map, it's not much further to the actual like lake and the beach and stuff. It's like a 10-minute walk. It's not far at all. So she just kind of like points behind you and you see this like beautiful crystal clear like huge lake. It looks like you know, pictures like the lakes in Norway and stuff. There's like mountains and like forests and stuff and just beautiful, but the beaches are black sand.
When we have time, I do want to take some samples and see how close they actually are to, well, our original black sand beaches.
Oh, you're a science one, aren't you?
Yes.
Right. Your homes are built, but everything's not fully furnished yet. We're behind on the 3D printing, building. But there are beds and food, so you can sleep and not starve. We hooked up running water last month, so that's made things considerably less ripe. She motions behind her. There's like 5 chariots that you guys know they're called the chariots. So it's just like Land Rover type things. And these are chariots. You can sign them out the hall, do research runs, whatever. Nico can get you those. You'll meet him later. Emma and Murphy took one out. That's why there's one missing. They're just doing whatever plant and biology. They're science ones too. They're doing whatever stuff that they normally do, but they'll be back in time for the party. Oh, right. There's gonna be a party. Surprise.
I'm supposed to have a research lab space. I've been talking to Joe.
Oh, your genetics, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's do you like if you look south, there's just like a main drag. And you can see that there's like some buildings and stuff, and one of the big white pristine buildings is your genetics lab. And she kind of just like motions you guys towards the building, the large like central-ish building that seems to be the main hub. She seems in a hurry.
All right. Your crew can handle the offloading of the ship. You don't need us for that.
Yeah, you see like in the distance, like there's a handful of people just like headed this way. Look like they're gonna offload everything. And
Allison has super long legs, so it's just like keeping right up, like just randomly asking stuff.
Yeah, just follow.
She's like very businessy. Like,
come along, and I imagine there will be a medical tent or facility as well.
I think Donna's right now towards the back helping the person
sick
who is.
person.
Yeah, but
yes, that's our medical professional, doctor.
Well, after we're done here, you can go see Joe. They'll inject your chips, so you can scan in and out of your homes. We have a lot of lost key cards, and I've got better things to do than get you a new one at 3:00 in the morning because someone lost theirs in the lake after one too many at the cantina.
I don't imagine any of us will have a problem with that.
She moves behind like this big central desk that like looks like, you know, like the chief desk at like a police station kind of a thing. Like when you walk into this main building, you can see that there's like a couple of desks, but it seems to be like mostly like a main meeting area type thing. It's not like a, you know, doesn't look like a well-used building. The desk looks lived in. Hers does. The other couple to the side look like they, you know, there's not like a lot that goes on in here. It's kind of just like if they need to have like a town hall type meeting, that like this is where everybody comes because it's a nice big open space. But it doesn't look like a lot happens in here. It just seems to be where her central location is.
Right, yes. And where are we on personal equipment and everything? I'd like to have the entire team set up with helmet cams or personal cams that I can network from my tablet. Is that... Do you do that?
Yes, we can get that for you. If you guys go out and do something out in the field, she like motions to some lockers behind her. We have all the equipment that you could need, the radios and video cameras and all that kind of stuff, so that you can be all hooked up to that and monitor it from a distance. But not as far as here from where the distress beacon was.
Right, well, I'm going to want to get everyone set up with basic camera equipment networked to me, bioscanners, probably a couple of things else, couple of other things. I'll make a list.
Well, I've been advised to let you settle in before we deal with the distress beacon thing. The Badlands problem, if you will. So go see Joe at the clinic. That'll be south along the main road. You can't miss it. Find your homes, enjoy the party. They're setting up a bonfire at the beach. The lake is safe to swim in. I don't know if anybody knows how to swim or not. But tomorrow morning, 0900, we'll discuss the distress beacon, get everybody hooked up with things, take volunteers to go out there if you'd like. And if you don't have any more questions, I will see you at the party.
You usually start operations that late in the day.
What kind of operations?
Any, you said the meeting time was 0900.
9 a.m. here?
Yeah, that's quite late.
Well, there's a party tonight. I was told to let you guys settle in, enjoy the party that everybody's been planning.
All
Not
right.
to jump right into a
Right, of course. We'll take our time to get ready and see you at the party then.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll find you if you need anything.
You get the distinct feeling you've been dismissed. Just
Well, Richard, then what do you need of us?
Well, I think it's a good idea that we start getting settled in. We should go find our homes, and once you've got your stuff in there and everything's settled, I think the two of you should go talk to Joe about your spaces here, your workstations, and then Tommy and Scrub, you'll be checking in with the officers on the ground about where you'll be working and what you'll be doing.
Officer, I believe they said something about us getting a chip implanted. Where do we do that at?
We'll handle that at the end of the day before the party. How about that?
Thank you, officer.
Right. All right. I have a list here of where your homes are. I'll
can't get into them without the chips.
Sorry. My apologies. Name badge. My bad. Yeah, so I suppose we should do that first. Is that we have to go see Joe for that?
At the clinic.
Yes,
All right.
over in the clinic.
Right, then we'll just all go together as a team to go see this Joel character. Do we have a last name for Mr. Joel?
Joe
Joe
Woods.
is they,
Woods.
them, Woods.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Joe Woods. That's fine. You don't know them yet.
I don't know them. All right. We'll go to
Mostly Bandana and Ellison in communication with them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then let's all go together. Is everyone comfortable with being planet side so far? Any medical issues we need to be worrying about?
People seem to be doing all right, but of course I'll help keep an eye on them.
If you have any distress, let the doctor know. If not, follow me.
Do we
That's
have our
doctor.
helmets on?
No, you don't need helmets on.
Remember you said in the beginning,
Tanya's
when
like,
you take
look.
your helmet off without checking, you're gonna have hell to pay.
I was told.
She's checking.
I was told. I appreciate it. No, you know, this has been science to tell. You are safe without your helmets on this planet.
I
It
paid
has-
attention for once, all right?
I know. I'm proud of
Yes,
you.
yes.
I love that.
Tommy
you do
Bosco's
not
going
need
to
your
keep us
helmets
all
on here.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Bosco being careful.
Any other game we
Because-
play, I don't understand anything, but this one, for some reason,
in it.
It is clicking.
She's focused.
It's clicking.
She's going the distance.
She's doing
Alright.
it. So we
Right.
make their way to the clinic.
Dr.
Mhm.
Donna, shall we lead the way?
Yes, we should probably get our chips first so that we can help administer them to the rest of the crew.
An excellent idea.
So you guys make your way down the main street. You can see it's full of buildings. Obviously, if you're headed south, you see the biolab first, and the genetics lab will be next to that. I am sure Ellison is dying to go in there. But first, you have to make your way all the way to the end, to the right. Next to that, across the street, you can see like there's a bunch of solar panels and stuff set up. It's obviously like, they're supplementing. That's probably where the majority of the power comes from in this colony, is just like these giant solar panels. But as you make your way into the clinic, an automatic door slides open and reveals a pristine clinic with 2 beds and cabinets full of meticulously organized medical supplies that line the walls. In one corner, a life-size model skeleton is on display. On a tray next to one of the beds are syringes. Literally nothing is out of place in this room. There are 2 desks that sit in one corner. One of them is empty and the other meticulously organized. At that desk in a white lab coat sits the person you can only assume is Joe. They have striking features and short cropped pink hair. They look up to you and beam in your direction. Their smile is warm and inviting, and you instantly feel at ease in their presence. They practically radiate empathy. They stand from their desk and walk around in front of it to you. And that is Joe.
Got my notes up in front of the thing, so I haven't seen yet. But when you said short pink hair, my first thought was just the hype goblin.
No,
It's Sarah?
Cara Delevingne.
It's Sarah. She's
Yeah.
here. It's Cara
Sarah, she's
Delevingne.
here. Yes, it's Cara Delevingne.
Which Sarah could pull off the Cara Delevingne thing.
I
Mhm.
completely agree. And they walk around. "Oh, you must be our new arrivals. Don't tell me Valia sent you here on your own. I'm Dr. Joe Woods, but you can just call me Joe. Everyone does." And they motion to the skeleton in the corner. And that's Boney Weaver. She kind of just like waits.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Dr. Woods, and I am Dr. Ellison Hemlock, my colleague, Dr. Donatello, and crew.
Oh, nice to finally meet you, Donna. That other desk is yours. We're the only 2 doctors until the Apollo comes back. So regular office hours aren't really a thing yet. Someone just radios when they need me. I just keep a handset with me if I'm not here. I'll give you one tomorrow or today if you want to just start now, but I figured you'd want to settle in first.
Well, at the very least, I figured that myself and perhaps Dr. Hemlock as well could assist with administering the rest of the new arrivals with the chips, because I imagine they are eager to begin settling in.
That is super wonderful. Thank you. And you're Dr. Ellison.
Yes.
Uh,
Ellison, Dr. Hemlock, whichever you prefer.
Okay. Well, it's whatever you prefer. Would you be Dr. Hemlock, or would you or first name basis? Okay.
I have no preference. Whatever makes you comfortable around me.
Okay. Well, your lab is just down the road. So we're neighbors twice.
Wonderful. I imagine we'll be working semi-closely together. I very much enjoyed your progress reports.
I hope there weren't too many. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that everything was going to be up to your specifications.
No, yes.
As you can tell, I'm a little anal.
More information is always preferred.
The chips will just be a quick pinch, and then I can send you all on your way. They're punch syringes, kind of like with a biopsy, except it's a 2-part system. Phase 1 will insert the chip under the skin, and then phase 2 immediately bandages, so there's no blood for anybody who's squeamish. And then if you want, I can walk you to your houses. You're all assigned different numbers and stuff. So who's first?
This is where the horror starts because we've got shots.
Donna will step forward to receive her chip and then look around for additional syringes to help administer.
Yeah, they're just like
Sure.
a little punch, almost like the EpiPen, like kind of a jam, where it just like punches in and then immediately there's like a 2-part system and immediately bandages it. So they'll do Donna first, and then tell you that you are going to be in house number 18. These don't matter. I literally just assigned you all numbers. It is not important at all. These are all like just you don't have to remember your house number at all. But if you're looking at the thing, it goes like 1 through like 8 on the top, and then like starts over like 9.
We should mark them on here. Which ones are our houses?
You
What
could.
we
I
all
wanna
know
get
is
it.
that the lower our house number is, the more Rachel likes us. All right, Rachel, what is the name of our? What
Oh,
are the numbers
come
of our houses?
now.
Do it. Do
No,
it.
I just kind of
Rank us.
did. I just kind of did like I just imagined like how many couples would be in the first set of 24, and then I just kind of like filtered in people. I don't know.
That's fair.
Hey, yo.
That is. Let's put little X's on there where our houses
Put
are.
little X's on your houses.
I want to know who my
Um,
neighbors are.
Okay, well, so Donna goes first. You're in house 18. Who's next?
Me.
Allison, you are in house 19.
My neighbors,
Neighbors.
doctor.
Excellent.
Who's next?
Tommy's next in line.
Tommy's next. And just a pinch and we'll be done. You're in house 20. Welcome to the neighborhood.
20. Huh.
And
I'll go.
did you feel like a quick little pinch in your arm? They're putting them about here, and it'll just be there's like you'll see there's like little scanners outside the door. And oh, you're in house 17.
All right.
Scrub stamps out a cigarette and goes over to get theirs.
You really shouldn't be smoking in here.
His name
I was standing in the
does-
entrance.
does I mean I'm assuming Scrub gives his name.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Use-
your Beck's
Scrub.
partner.
Yeah.
She's brilliant. She actually helped me design these to fix the key card problem because everybody got tired of Valia being
Oh.
mad when people were losing them. She should be in engineering if you want to go there first. I know she and Nico are trying to fix one of the 3D printers. It keeps breaking. But you're in house 10. That's in between the Colts and Nico.
Right. Well, thank you.
Everybody's so Allison and Donna, you're gonna help give the rest of the unnamed NPCs that came with you
Yes.
their little
Yep.
shots. You get their
Ellison
little
is
house
so
numbers,
pleased to finally have something to be
sciencey
doing.
to do.
Yes. Hello. Yes. Put me to work. Yes. I will do injections.
Where do we go after we go to our houses?
Oh, well, there's a party on the beach in a couple hours. There's grilling and swimming, and everybody just kind of wanted to give you a little welcome here. And to be honest, we're all just kind of sick of each other and happy to see some new faces.
Tommy,
Officer- Oh,
darling,
yeah,
actually,
yeah,
if you're not busy, I'm going to head down to the lab. I'd love to have a second set of eyes to make sure all the electrical and everything is up to code.
Officer Ram, would that be okay?
Yes, of course, unless there's something else you be needing to do.
Nope. All right, thanks. I'll follow you there.
Great. Lovely.
And just so you all know, switching from artificial gravity to planet gravity can be rough. We've only had one person get a little gravity sick since we got here. But if you're feeling nauseous, I can give you something for it. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids, but not just the kind at the party tonight. If you do fancy a drink when you're settled in, there is a building on the back of the mechanical garage. We've decided to call it Colt's Cantina because Frank is kind of our resident brewer. It's nothing fancy, but somehow we don't ask questions, but he managed to smuggle several casks of whiskey, among other things, and he's already brewed a bunch of beer. The man might not talk much, but he is resourceful. You can tell she's like trying to make small talk, just like make everybody feel welcome because she knows that like Valia is not that person. Anybody have any questions for Joe, or do you all want to see your houses?
Absolutely.
I'm going directly to the lab.
To the lab? Okay.
Ellison
I'm
does
going
not
back
give a
to
shit
Everyone
about the
splits
house.
up, yeah. That is not where they
Does
will
not
be
give a
spending the
shit.
rest of their time.
Tommy got told to do work, so he's following Dr. Hemlock.
Yeah, I imagine
right.
Scrub is just dropping off any person because we probably all have like some personal effects on
Yeah.
us, right?
I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
have like a suitcase essentially.
Yeah. So Scrub like goes to drop off his pack there before heading over to engineering.
So for those of you who go to your houses, has anybody ever seen Terra Nova? It's like a super super obscure show that happened on like TNT where they like went back in time to like dinosaur age. I don't know. I'm obsessed with the show's one season. But they have these like there's like these prefab e-houses. That's what these are in my head. They're just like they're not super fancy, but they're like cute and airy. and a couple bedrooms and just like nice open air kitchen, little living area. They're pretty sterile, considering they haven't been lived in, and you can tell that you can assume that all of the houses are exactly the same, because why wouldn't they be? Except obviously scrub. If you go to yours, it's a little bit more lived in because it's been lived in. And
Scrub immediately
and
goes in and takes out the trash, and makes the bed and everything. Yeah.
that's cute. And if the two of you who are going to the genetics lab, Dr. Ellison, it is exactly to your specifications. It's perfectly designed. They spared no expense. I'm sorry, this isn't
Spared no
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, there's
and-
this moment of just like walking in the doors and
Yeah,
just
so
like
this
just
door
like
slides open.
scanning, and then just like a deep sigh of relief.
What has been put away is meticulously organized and labeled. And you know that Joe had something to do with this. You could tell from the way that the clinic was organized that this is like kind of their thing.
Tommy, it seems like Dr. Woods' style and mine are going to get along just fine.
That's good.
Right, so if you don't mind, take a look at everything, make sure we're all hooked up and ready to go.
Machines need to be calibrated. There's still stuff in boxes. Like, not everything was put away because obviously they had the whole clinic to set up too, but you can tell that they like spent their free time in here trying to make sure everything was good for you too, because there's probably hasn't been that much for them to do, minor cuts and bruises, that kinds of things, you know what I mean? Like that, there's been no major accidents here, like, so they've had a lot of
Ellison
time.
is like, yes, another like mind. I have 2 friends now.
Oh, Joe would love to be your friend.
3 friends. Tommy's their friend.
Yeah,
too.
there you go.
A third
Made it.
friend.
Tommy goes to like a machine he understands first to start calibrating, just to demonstrate his value and kind of show like he knows how to do stuff.
All right, let's see what we've
Just gets
got.
right to work.
Excellent.
Is Donna gonna just go drop off stuff at the house and then just probably go back to the clinic, or
Yeah, I think so.
what's her vibe?
Probably goes into the house, unpacks a little bit.
Oh, wait, I need to know, is everybody an unpack everything, or is everybody a just drop the suitcase and go kind of a person? So Donna, go first.
Let's see. 'Cause
Let's
I
see
would-
how everybody is on vacation. You're
I-
living here now, though.
Yeah, I am just a drop the suitcase person, so Donna is probably an unpack everything.
Okay.
And so yeah, starts with because I guess all our stuff, or most of it, would have come down on this trip with the Orpheus and has probably been delivered at this point. Yeah, he's gonna start with like the personal work effects, then clothes, then make sure toiletries and pantry is stocked.
Yeah, all your pantries are stocked and stuff. I mean, again, it's nothing crazy, but there's like, every house has like a bowl of like fresh local fruit type of a thing, like on the counter as like a welcome to the planet thing. It
probably
all looks
grabs
unfamiliar, but it must be edible because they put it out for you in a fruit bowl.
Yeah, I'm imagining just like blue bananas or something.
Yeah.
along
It's
those
just
lines.
it's all fruits that you recognize, but they're all the wrong colors.
I want you to draw
Star fruit, but they are
so
just in the
bad.
shape of a star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just right away. The
Space
dragon fruit is like
drawing.
hot pink on the inside instead of white, and white on the outside.
Be awesome.
Probably grabs one of those fruits to snack on her way back over to the clinic.
They're super delicious. Is Tommy a drop things off in a suitcase or unpack everything?
So I'm assuming Tommy and Dr. Hemlock work up until the party, but when Tommy normally would like he gets to stop at the house before the party, I'm assuming.
Okay.
So he walks in and this place is small, but it's like the nicest place he's ever been in. Like he's so excited. So normally Tommy would just drop his shit off because he has like 5 of the same color t-shirt and same with pants. But and this one he's like he doesn't have time, but he's thinking in his head like I really have to keep this nice because I don't want to Yeah, I've got
Doesn't feel real that it's
Yeah,
his.
exactly.
Yeah,
He's trying to turn a new leaf.
I love him. Does Ellison make it to the house to drop off things before the party, or did they just stay at the
I
clinic
think
or at the genetics lab?
I think because they like to sort of schedule out their time and make sure they have like blocks of time to do everything, they'd allow like a full 10 minutes to go. All right, Tommy, thank you so much for your help. Really appreciate you. Obviously, you're going to want to go to the party, so we can continue this tomorrow. But has like taken they have a lab coat for every day of the week, and it was like specified in like the setup of the lab that like next to the door there's like a little coat rack with 7 hooks. Hang up all the lab coats there.
All for them.
Yeah, that's for them. And then takes the rest of their stuff, which much like Tommy is just sort of several versions of just the same like dark button up and pants and a pair of like work boots. So just sort of like looks around, pleased with how clean everything is, acknowledges the fruit, is gonna leave that there because I'm definitely gonna do experiments on it later, and just sort of just takes a stack of the same folded shirt, puts it away, the same stack of like folded pants, puts them away, a couple of extra set of boots and several pairs of like socks and stuff, and it's just like, okay, we're done. I have to appear at this party now.
It's socially responsible.
That is what I should do.
Is Richard unpack everything?
Oh yeah, everything's been folded perfectly in his suitcase, and he has placed it in its own little cubby, lint rolled it, made sure that the window is cracked, probably like 5% to let fresh air in, but not enough to let a breeze in, because we don't want to disturb anything. Gone through all of the
whole
cabinets.
Closet is for Pharaoh, right? Like,
well, Pharaoh has
Pharaoh's
to stay on
got
the
their
ship.
own room.
Oh,
Well, it depends on, do you want Pharaoh to be down here with you, or do you want Pharaoh to stay on the ship?
Is Pharaoh gonna be in danger?
I would never put an animal
I
in danger.
know. Okay,
Pharaoh
yes.
is not going to be in danger.
Pharaoh
gets their own house, actually.
Yeah.
Pharaoh's actually in house number 22.
Pharaoh gets his own room, and he has his own closet that all of his clothing is on little hangers that he like 3D printed, and they're all like an inch apart. The food bowl and everything. I think it doesn't take him.
The first thing that he does when he comes inside is just like sets up Pharaoh's food.
And lets him explore, check the acoustics of all the rooms as he meows across the way. Yeah. And I think once he puts on a fun shirt, it's off-white. It's an off-white like sweater that has like the cross stitching on it. What is it? Yeah, cable knit. And make sure his hair is okay, and we'll go to the party like that.
So Scrub just throws everything in there, takes out the trash, and then heads to engineering.
Yeah, I think it doesn't really care about his own stuff, doesn't have a lot, just like throws that on a chair, tidies up a little bit, takes out the trash, grabs 2 Aspen beers out of the fridge, and then
I want to meet Scrub's wife.
And then heads to engineering. I did have to Google. I was like, I don't know what the beer they drank in the Alien series. It's Aspen beer.
Yep. All right. Well, if you head to engineering, it's a big ass garage, essentially. I mean, it's huge. There's just like huge, like almost like hangar doors that are just open. And you see like a couple people that are working, and there's a few people that are just kind of like, like hanging out in there. But you see 2 figures that are, and I haven't made an NPC card yet for the wifey, but you see 2 figures. They're hunched over this like giant 3D printing thing like in the back, and you can see that they're just like, somebody's like just like there's a man who is just like halfway inside of this thing, just like and they're just like talking to each other, and they're just like like hitting things and like, I don't understand why it's not working, and just like getting super frustrated. You could feel the tension, and you recognize one of these figures as Bex, your wife, and the other one is Nico, who is popping up on everybody's screens
Oh
now.
my god.
Because I love him in The Martian, so I put him in this.
Donald Glover, y'all.
Donald Glover, y'all. And that is Nico. And yeah, so their backs are to you, but Nico's whole upper half is inside of this like giant 3D printer.
Yeah. Scrub walks over again. One of the beers cracked open that he's drinking, the other one untouched, and just says, I didn't put us out of a job to start printing people out of these things.
See Beck's like back straightened, just like turns around. Is it already? Oh shoot! I'm so sorry. I wasn't there to meet you guys.
Hey there, stranger.
Hi.
Need any help?
Did you get an engineering degree in the last 6 months?
Nope. I can hold things at least.
Looks like you're holding an extra beer.
Hands it over to her.
Just cracks it open and takes a sip.
Sorry. I'm Scrub.
And Nico will come over and introduce himself to you, say hi. And then, but it's kind of like and then just like get back into this thing because that's just been driving them crazy. Like, just like short, like, oh yes, I've done my social nicety of being like hello. But also I'm tired of getting yelled at about this thing.
Well, I heard y'all are working pretty hard on this the 3D printer, right?
Yeah, it's on the fritz. It keeps breaking and we have no idea why. This stupid pin just keeps snapping.
Well, I don't want to get in your hair if you need to work on stuff, but
Fuck it. Nico, we're done. What? Just like inside of this machine, like and
I think like after Tommy went to his house, he probably would have wanted to go there too. Like I imagine he maybe saw like Scrub walking and kind of like, well, I need to go. If he's going, I gotta go too. So I would say Tommy would walk in about now. Like, hey, is this where my name's Tommy, is this where I'm gonna work?
What do you do, Tommy?
I'm like mechanical type of guy.
You're in the right place, buddy.
Okay. Do you need help? And Tommy goes right to that 3D printer and starts looking at it.
Nico will be very happy for the help.
And I'll assume Tommy is actually a little helpful.
well, since I've enlisted or brought along with me a second pair of hands here, Nico, hope you don't mind if I steal my better half your way.
Just like a hand, like kind of like wave out of it, a thumbs up. Now that they have another person to help them.
Yeah, just small time, just like pop by the house. Love what you've done with the place.
I mean, can you tell I haven't really been there that much?
Yeah. Took out the trash.
I put up one picture.
I didn't see it.
Did you make it into the office area?
No, I pretty much just walked through the front door, grabbed what I needed, dropped off my stuff, and left. You weren't there, so didn't really see the point sticking around.
Oh.
Well, you've been
planned a party at the beach.
I'm sad to see what this shindig's all about.
It's just an excuse to see other faces besides the 24 people that we've been stuck here with the whole time. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Fair enough. Well, I wouldn't get your hopes up. People we came along with, mixed bag.
Well, you're here now.
Yeah.
And we're home. Still feels weird to say.
It's gonna take some getting used to. the fruit sort of scared me.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It tastes good. It just looks strange. But you get used to it.
Did you at least bring the ramen packages with like? I just need something with like.
You didn't open any of the cabinets, did you?
I did not. I just
Yeah.
went straight for the fridge. You know me.
Well, there's a whole cabinet. There's 6 boxes.
Perfect. Oh boy. Well, we had a bit of a rough re-entry here, so I'm still a bit skittish. Didn't say anything to the others, but it was a bit touch and go there for a bit.
That's not like you.
Nope. Guess I can get a bit rusty. About time for me to retire, I guess.
You were in cryo sleep for like a year, 6 months. I don't know, whatever. Time is weird.
Yeah. But here now, guess I gotta find myself a honest thing to do around here.
Well,
I'm looking for a pilot.
you're gonna be having to fly all the science people back and forth from Artemis. That should get perfectly mundane.
Yippee. These eggheads are really like, I cannot understand half of what they're saying.
Excuse me.
What? You're different.
Okay.
You tell me, I will introduce you to Doc and Locke, and you will understand what I'm talking about.
Are you guys a journalist with you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did.
Seems weird, right?
You know what? Didn't really think about it, but that is a bit strange. I don't know who they'll be riding for out here, or why anybody would care.
Well, I don't know. Just seems weird. I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. We have jobs, and this is a lot better than where we were before.
I'll say that. Fresh air is nice. Can actually see the sky, so.
Did you get nauseous?
Me? Nah.
Figures. You'll meet Murphy later. He's not the one you would expect to have gotten super gravity sick, but he was on his ass for like 3 days. It's really funny. You should definitely give him shit about it.
Shit. Greenhorn, first jump?
Yeah.
I'll get you every time.
It's one of those science kids, and he doesn't look like he would have gotten gravity sick. It's a big dude, but
seems like order of the day is going to be babysitting for most of this.
I think that's your new job, babe.
Yeah, it is. Overseen by Sergeant Dick.
We're gonna leave it at that because it's Sergeant Dick. So you could just spend some time, a couple minutes for some of you in your homes before you head down to the party. And I think that's probably a good time to be done for the night. So you guys will get to do the bonfire at the beach and meet all of the other people who live here. After that,
Something tragic is going to happen at this bonfire, y'all. I just feel it.
Someone's gonna spike the beverages.
I have given you no indication of bad things except for a distress beacon.
Look,
It's just ominous as hell.
We've all
You're-
been hurt too many times before.
I was gonna say I
Everyone in
didn't
this
do
room.
I didn't do shit for a long time to you guys and play things at the guys, and you're all like, okay, well, what's this thing? What's this thing? And I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a giant raccoon that lives in the
It was
swamp,
the
okay?
suspense, is what it was.
saying something's going to come out of the lake, or somebody's going to get chest bursted in the middle of the barbecue.
I don't know. I can't tell you. All I know
I'll
is that
take
there's
the
a
hit.
party. There will
It's
be
gonna
beer
be fun.
and grilling and more NPCs for you guys to meet.
And
Oh,
everyone
boy.
get to be awkward in their own way.
Yes.
Oh, I did cast. I messaged
Oh, yes.
Rachel about
Yes.
I did cast
Bex.
Bex.
Mhm.
Cast her as
I'll make
Bryce,
an NPC card next time.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh,
my
yep.
headcanon for her.
I thought it was just me.
You're not a
You-
redhead anymore.
That's true. Anyways.
Anymore.
Anymore. In my heart.
In my
it's
heart.
Too much to keep up, honestly.
It's a pain.
I've ever seen, no, I think I've seen redheaded LB.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's pictures everywhere. Anything
Well, next
else?
time we'll pick back up with a party at the beach. You guys made
Hell
it to
yeah.
the planet. You made it off the ship. You're on
Yay.
your new home planet. Playing my colony sim.
Yay! Thank you so much, Rachel, for running this first episode for us. It was very good, everyone. Yes. We are going to be live again next week, picking up with episode 2. But before we do, let's have everyone go around and say who they are and where you can find them, starting with Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG at some guy on the internet, mostly over on Good Game Nights, GGK, Tuesdays and Thursdays. This Tuesday we should be back with Escape Velocity, of course, barring the world being out to get us. I think that's what's stopped us certainly the last time. And then, yeah, here on Sundays.
I go next. I forget I'm not prompted sometimes. Hi, I'm Van. You can find me on the internets at Van But Wilder. I'm on Mastodon. I'm on Blue Sky. But mostly I hang out in the relevant Discords, both the GGK one and the LB Hack 'em Up one. You can find me here on Sunday nights, and then over on twitch.tv/game nights, game with 2 G's, and nights with a K, Thursdays through Mondays, playing in games and running Dungeons and Dragons.
It's me now. I'm Tanya Rowland at Tanya Rowland. If you live in Michigan, November, Grand Rapids Improv Fest. Oh, no, that's Kalamazoo. In October for Grand Rapids Improv Fest. Just Google it, and I'll have more information at some point. And that's all I got. Good day.
Oh, I go next. Jesus. I need to. Hi, everyone. I'm Val. In front of the TheKrakensCrown. I'm over on GGK most days. Run a bunch of games there. Tomorrow, Red Jenny, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Come join us for that. We're playing Dragon Age TTRPG, so come hang out. That's me.
And I am Rachel. Rachel Elizabeth. I was your game mother for this chill episode. I promise. I mean, it's gonna be super chill the entire time. You're wrong. You guys are all just stressed for no reason. And you can find me on the internet at Rachel's Mess with Email and 7S. I haven't been streaming recently because I play TTRPGs on the internet with my friends. I'm on GGK on Saturdays and I'm here on Sundays. And yeah, that's me. Thanks for being here.
And I'm LB Hack 'em Up. You can find me at LB Hack 'em Up on the Twitters and the Twitches. This is Simon. That was Voodoo. The next time this channel is going to be live is on Thursday for Themeless Thursdays. We'll be back on Friday. Lauren and I will be playing more games. It just depends on how we're feeling, really. We've been playing Baldur's Gate. I played Deep Space, Dead Space, which has been a lot of fun. I'm learning how to replay it since I had a break, but we figured it out in the end. And yeah, we'll be back here on Sunday. So if you want to check us out on Patreon, on all of our Discords, our Teespring, all that sort of fun stuff, you could check it out in the links. But beyond that, I guess I'm LB Hack 'em Up. Hack recklessly. Bye!